I fucked a
Fucked a mermaid.
mermaid.
T-Pain fucked a mermaid, bro. Can you believe this?
This just in: domestic violence at the Skin Quilt household.
Yeah, getting water. Shut up, bitch. Quirked out white boy wears one wife beater.
The masquerade, if you look at the report, the masquerade level did go up by 2 last session for the first time in like 4 sessions.
God damn it.
It needed to. There's no way.
We've just been at we've been at a lot of downtime, so that makes sense.
It makes sense. Well, the downtime, like it was weeks going by, and you guys were in situations that make sense. But like, there's 2 general questions I have. I don't have them in front of me, but that I asked him. Both of them, I was like, well, I can say yes to both of these questions, so I'm gonna raise it up by 2.
I would have expected nothing less than the masquerade to go up. Like there was some fucking straight anime shit happening that
there was a lot. Yeah, well, between what Sergeant Hansen revealed himself to be, which he had his like pseudonym, which I forget which was. So I'll find a sheet.
It was a fucker.
The fucker. The crimson fucker.
Was it the crimson fucker?
You can call him that, sure.
He did do some crimson fucker shit.
He did. He did do some crimson, and that's the irony that you say that as I reveal the name is kind of funny to me. I didn't think about that connection so now. He would have like Dr. Fenn has given all of his like individuals like titles or whatever. Like Evelyn Kane was the scribe, and
oh yeah.
So,
that sounds way cooler than the crimson fucker. Anyway.
Yeah, but that's what Evelyn was, the punker chick. Sergeant Hansen, he was the Crucible. He was supposed to do a job of a different sort. So now that he's dead, it's interesting. But nevertheless,
man stepped in the wrong neighborhood.
He stepped in the wrong neighborhood. Well, it's just like he possibly could. I never rolled his death check, technically. No one healed him. I'm going to roll his death check. I never rolled his death check.
Well, we're not going to heal him. I think.
I didn't think you were going to heal him. I didn't think you were going to heal him.
And if he does survive, I am going to force that, that 6...
He failed. He failed his up check. I remember that from last chance to stay conscious, but he's -3 past his track.
Yeah, you're unconscious.
Yeah, so he has to roll a 3.
And even if he succeeds that,
and he has a minus. And this would still count towards Malik's debuff. He has a -2, I think, to this from Malik.
Oh.
From the gravity physical, and this is technically very much physical. If he gets +1 on the dice, -2. He will pass.
Okay, now he has to do the horror check because he's an entity passing through my portal. So he has to do a DV6 versus 12 stress.
Well, he's unconscious.
Doesn't matter. Anyone who goes through my portal has to do it.
That's true.
There is no specification.
If he rolls breakdown to where it lasts a whole scene, it would matter more than anything else. But he's not. The point is, he's unconscious and alive. He's not. That's
maybe.
So he gets a
maybe alive. Very unconscious.
Gets a wash on the die, and he's doing a what? A discipline?
It says DV6. When I look at the because I'm pretty sure I just
horror check, right?
Horror check. Okay. Well, then he's gonna use stability, but still, he doesn't have any strain he can do. There's an A in stability.
That motherfucking strain.
But he can't. No, he's dazed. That's right. He can't use skill. He can't use skill things. So
and he's dazed too. Oh fuck.
Yeah, so he can't use skill things anyways. So he's just rolling flat. He gets a flat on the dice with a 4, and willpower is not enough.
Nope. Oh, so that's 12/6 stress loss.
So he's dead, basically. His brain explodes. in his sleep.
Okay, 12-6. That's 18 plus 3. He's already passed. Is the thing. Okay, that's 21. So he's 21 past the stretch.
Oh yeah, so like literally his brain melts in hyperspace.
Okay, so
great.
First question of the session has been answered. Thank you, Eros. I was like, I have no notes about is he dead or not. Now I have a clear note.
Falls out of the
We're starting
portal
off
with his
real good
eyes
today.
melting out of his skull.
Yeah, this is fucking good. Yeah, his fucking brain turns to wax.
It's like it's also
seep out.
Okay, this is stress too. It's like in some capacity, you ripped the ability for a soul to even exist in his body. You know, it's like he is literally a husk, and so like
his
the body,
soul.
yeah,
swallowed his ghost.
The body just starts to like deflate. You know, there's like, hey, there's nothing to keep it like buoyant anymore.
That means he's the perfect zombie now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we say something even more gross and say that like Adrian swallows his ghost like a fly? Because I was good coming out of the portal, so I just come out of the portal coughing my shit up.
Okay. Well, remind me of the simple answer is yes, but I have a follow-up question. When you go to a new scene, does the haunting level do what? I don't.
The haunting
level. I mean, it does go back. It should go back to 0.
Okay. So I think this is an excellent symbolism, and you can spend the thing of symbolism of like raising the haunting level.
Yeah.
Just like swallow the spirit.
He sees his ghost.
I mean, we have talked about current taking people's souls out of their body in the past.
No. Well, I that's interesting. What do you have to sacrifice to raise the haunting level?
Spend 2 initiative
Nothing but
points.
Humanity.
You have to spend humanity.
Humanity or stress.
Okay, so I'm just making sure because humanity definitely makes a lot of sense here, as you like.
Definitely. It depends on the ability because each ability, each ability has a different way of.
I mean, I would literally spend the 2 to cast the spirit guardians anyway, and raise it by 1. So.
Okay,
or raise it by 2 to drop
vigilance is a good idea right now. I will say that's kind of a comment to the rest of the group if they want to affect their vigilance now in a new scene. Now that you, okay, but let's finish the mechanic here thing. Okay, so
I could decrease my what is it, the active vigilance or the effective vigilance by a number, and then raise the haunting by that up to 3, right? So I will
granted vigilance bonus by 1 to raise haunting by 1.
Yeah. So you just reduce. So I could make it whatever number we want, basically.
Now, see, if you had psychometry, you could just spend cast psychometry to raise it by 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God! I just eat his soul and see his life. That would suck. That would suck.
He's fine.
Oh God! So I guess we could raise it by we could put it at whatever number you think is necessary to put it at.
Okay.
Although casting, I know.
Okay, I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm looking at your sheet to remind myself of things to say.
Oh yeah.
This took me a little off guard, I'm gonna say, but I like it. Okay, I'm going to say because it's not really beneficial to do the other one.
Oh,
I'm going to say I want to exploit, if you will, your principle of what is mankind but another toy.
Oh, I have another. There is that, but I also have to add another fear. I'm going to add a fear real quick while you're exploiting my principle.
So okay, if you buy into the exploit, which is what you're doing, for use your ability, like we said. I will say if you buy into the exploit, the haunting level will go up by an additional 1. And
Hold on.
you will get a memento mori for reasons you don't know.
Oh god.
Okay, I'm here for that.
God.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
picking up my phone. I dropped it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Obviously.
My bad.
Alright. So
My bad.
Like a hurricane was going off.
Yeah, I apologize. Sorry. These headphones cannot charge any faster. Please help.
Please hold. Holding.
Okay, so you said exploiting my fear, raising the haunting level, and getting a
exploiting your
memento.
principle.
Oh, my
Well,
principle.
Now that you say fear,
I mean, fear.
what's your? What? I'll wait till you figure out your secondary fear.
So I know what it's gonna be. Hold on.
As I remind myself of motivation things.
Oh shit!
Exploitation, indeed. Okay, so
I guess I could just call it that. Hold on.
well, this principle you have that I'm already talking about. Since it's estranging, this means you will get strain back.
Ooh.
Divided as amongst you choose. But then the memento mori is where the fear comes in. To some point.
Okay, did it add it? It did add it. Let's go.
Okay. All right.
See that?
So let me see.
How much strain is it back?
Okay. The
recap is we beat the last guy's ass, and then
the fear is the fear. I'm gonna take a note for the fear. The fear doesn't take an effect, I think, just yet. But
Okay. It's a good one.
But okay, so you are consuming. I think it is the correct way to put this. A powerful entity's spirit that had been possessed itself.
Oh, cool.
Oh god.
By a dark entity of its own right. So you're like compounding.
Oh, this is a great fear to add because of me. Well, great. So the fear is not getting exploited; it's just getting added.
It just makes sense why it's being created.
Yeah. Okay.
In many ways.
Makes sense.
You. Okay. So it's interesting. I was trying to. There it is. Too many sheets open. Okay. So, Master Adrian. This is where DM talking to player. Okay. On Adrian's next level up, you can pick an appropriate class other than the classes you're in that represents this merger because of what the spirit represents.
Okay.
The most obvious is Draugr.
Right.
Is the most obvious. Anything that kind of might be adjacent to that in some capacity, I'm open for conversation on. Like, if it's something that has a dark vibe to it, like the Draugr, like an occultist or a werewolf, or I'm open to that idea. It's like kind of adjacent, I feel, in some ways. If you wanted to, that's what this gives you. If nothing else, you have a memento mori. Because this is wink wink me saying something will happen with this spirit within you in the near future.
My god, wait. I think I know. Oh my god, guys, this is where I become the fucking zombie. This is where I become the Lich King, bro.
Winky, winky.
This is the
magic.
moment.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
Follow-up question: do you turn his body into a zombie?
Of course I do. Fuck yes.
He's the perfect
Okay.
vessel.
What a question. I will do
Um,
so.
Okay, cool. Then other than normal zombie stats that you do, this guy, his body is modified. Might be the way is the yes modification.
Oh, elite zombie
Uh,
unit.
Elite zombie.
5-star
unit.
he doesn't have any of the abilities. That's not how it works. But I'm gonna say he gains these two things that your other zombies just won't have.
God, that should make him permanent.
Okay. Because of what his well, you could Frankenstein and be like, I'm gonna take that and put it on the new guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like you could definitely. First and foremost, this guy, one of the reasons why he was so hard to kill, other than being a mini boss, is he had some Kevlar on, yes, under his jacket. He's like a heavy jacket, so that's +2 armor. And then on top of that, it was kind of like a reinterpretation of like one of the sanguine apparatuses giving him armor in like a magical sense. He has subdermal armor from the cyborg tree. He has all 3 ranks of subdermal armor and yes, all 3 ranks of subdermal armor, and then mastery A. I'm gonna post those. I'll post those in chat.
Is that the one that gives him like even more damage reduction on the armor?
Yeah. Well, when
God.
basically he can use initiative. And stuff. So, nevertheless.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. Well, one letter got cut off, but hey. His effective toughness was much higher, and he could cancel. No one made him bleed, but I was waiting for Malik to make him burn so he could just be like, nah, no, and then he didn't do it. And then the days, he got the bonus to the days, but he never rolled well enough for it to matter. For those things. So,
Damn.
nevertheless, that's thing. And then, like, grafted to his hand, like on the outside, like an exoskeleton sort of thing. I don't know. This is like a Draugr Wolverine guy I made, is kind of my vibe, but he has what I call grieving claws.
Oh, shit.
They are magical.
Oh.
Holy fuck.
Like they're the only thing other than Siegfried's axe that's technically a weapon that's magical.
Oh my.
Which is pretty rare in the game. He wasn't trying to attack you at first. He was just trying to like kidnap Malik and get the fuck out of there. And then he tried to defend himself. Then he was going to just try to assassinate Malik, and then you stopped him each time he tried to do something. So, and Malik, his shield was ridiculous. So it's like his Malik shield is just.
Well, that's.
Damn it. Yeah.
I mean, telekinetic, powerful range damage dealer with strong physical defense. It's.
Yes, and I still counted it as physical damage and said just straight magical. So I was like, yeah, because it is physical.
But it's like magical for the intent of hurting, like
yes,
intangible enemies and things like that.
Yeah, exactly. The same thing like Strike Two Worlds and stuff can do. Like like you guys, if you use Baleful Dead or something, that definitely does it because of stress damage and things like that. But
yeah, but if it's like going for physical health, then it's still, unless they're incorporeal. Yeah.
So anyone can wear the gloves.
Oh, he's swapping.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyone can wear the glove, the claw. Well, you could break them off the guy's arm, the zombie's
No.
arm, if people wanted to, but otherwise you can keep it on the zombie. He is the zombies gain the skills they had in life.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Goodness gracious, he's a monster.
Goodness gracious, he's becoming a permanent monster. This is gonna cost me 7, guys.
Okay,
It's so worth
You
it.
made the
in
monster.
interest of future,
Whoa.
I'm gonna post his skills. He is a mini boss, so that's like
What the fuck? Yes!
you know, I'm
You
gonna,
can do everything!
Well,
post his skills.
he can't do discipline, apparently.
No. Those are his combat skills.
Your
and
next
here's
discipline.
non-combat skills. He has an A in drive, so you could have a zombie chauffeur.
Oh my god, we have a chauffeur!
Cool.
We have a badass chauffeur now.
We don't have to keep relying on my C and drive.
It's kind of hilarious to me.
He can pick
It's
locks, too.
Yes.
I feel like we've been able to
Here-
pick most locks.
You
Yeah.
guys have locks pretty much.
But now we don't need to,
handled.
actually. We
now you
don't
don't
need
need
to.
Now you can send in the zombie that's a literal tank and be like, okay, he's fine, right?
Guys, suddenly the summoner class doesn't sound too crazy.
I don't know, Summoner class has always been kind of badass.
Sounds
yes.
awesome.
He can even
Yes.
investigate.
This is awesome. I basically just picked up a ninja, is what you're telling me. Like an
a
actual
Wolver-
ninja.
Oh, like you picked up fucking
I
Wolverine.
picked up the Wolverine! Oh my god!
Wolverine
Like,
ninja.
I literally am the Black Lantern, guys. What do you want from me?
Wolverine. So I'm going to say
Actually,
also
Apocalypse.
because his spirit is part of,
Yeah.
and if you're going to make him permanent, that's part like. I think there's a layer to where it's not necessarily he's going to speak because that's not zombie fun. He's going to grunt and do things because that's more zombie fun.
He's
but
also a monster man.
he's a monster man indeed.
Sorry.
I think there's a like speak with dead thing sort of that you can do with him a little bit more. And like
Oh god.
because of what this represents until the spirit does other things. So like this spirit is more specifically haunting you than most other spirits. More specific, you know, is and then okay, cool.
I'm making the body, the mind, and the soul my bitch. On this guy, basically.
Indeed.
Yay!
Now
I'm a freak.
I think everything else is determined by what you do on your end.
Also, just to clarify, he's not actually cybernetic. It's that you're coding the cyborg abilities to this like magical version of them, right?
He's not
Like, he doesn't-
cybernetic.
he doesn't have like metal coming out of him and like sparks. It's just
No.
that the abilities
No.
are okay.
Yeah, he looks more like bone-ish, right? Like
Yeah.
gross. Yeah.
Marrow.
it's
Protruding bones and
Yeah.
gross stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
It was more like a. I don't know. I didn't want to do a werewolf vibe. I wanted something that was more like a just like. Rather than I don't know.
I mean, this also makes it really unique too, because like it's changing it so drastically visually, anyways, aesthetically.
I wanted to be more physically based than because the werewolf you can use spiritual strain and stuff, and I was like, yeah. He has only one strain pool, but just also. I liked the imagery of like somewhere in the past. Insert timeline. I don't know. Where this guy was sacrificed to an apparatus and came back alive, armored from it almost.
Enhance.
We have the technology.
Holy fuck! Well, that only proves to us that if there's one guy that is strong enough to come back after getting blown up by the apparatus, there's probably more scarier ones than this guy.
What do you mean?
I didn't even think about that.
He's the pinnacle.
He could be.
This is a mini boss, not even a boss. This isn't a legendary
could be
Pokemon. This is fucking,
could-
I don't know, something in between.
This is the gym leader.
Meanwhile, we just one shot the boss without even realizing that he's the boss.
Seth's like, fuck you guys, the boss has been dead since Act 1. You guys
I just didn't tell you yet.
yeah.
That's funny. Okay. Well, I was
Did we
hoping.
do something similar
Yes,
in the last game?
yes. You did that. Well, you
yeah.
killed
Yeah,
an
I was like,
entire. You killed an
know
entire
who
narrative
this-
in one turn.
say, I don't know
Oh, yeah,
who this
that's true.
we is.
It happens.
We all did our fair share of breaking the game in one turn. No,
That's coming back to me.
we all did our fair
Second
share of
guessing
doing
was
stupid shit in a single
to be
turn.
impressed.
Well, I've also noticed with this game, even now with like the mini boss mechanics and boss mechanics and stuff that are part of the official publishing now, like players are fucking like I don't know, they have a different level of power because I think there's such that fragility on the other side where literally I can throw a bomb in the room and oh, good luck guys. You know.
I
Which
mean,
is
he tanked like 40 points of damage before
yes.
finally like actually getting hit.
There's also 5 of you.
Yeah.
5 of you. I count usually Pinky as the 5th one.
Yeah.
He is. He is.
I think he absolutely
He's an
counts.
playable character, yeah.
Just wait until he becomes a shark rat and then a dragon rat.
Okay. Well, we've got those out of the way, and I'm not sure where Malk is. I'm gonna officially get started.
I will say all of that it'll now have to be left in the recording because that's not B-roll.
Yeah,
Yay!
I am not counting any of that as B-roll.
no, that's fine. We were retconning a little bit.
Oh no! Even the phone drop. No.
Yes, because you did that during the whole discussion. So that...
No.
Well, we've kind of already done a good part of the recap from last time. You killed this man when he was trying to. Well, he wasn't really a man. You killed this Draugr thing monster. When he was trying to kidnap Malik. But between multiple occultists coming from different angles and the incessant onslaught of zombies, Siegfried and Malik, the creature was eventually overrun. Oliver arrived late last time, well, to the scene, that is, and was able to use impossible geometries to line himself up to be in the perfect snipe position almost, but close enough still to get abilities within range of abilities. But and then there was the humongous punch after the near simultaneous starlight from Oliver and with Luther hitting at the same time that shook Hansen's entire form, and his body kind of falls cold, and you have this icy husk corpse that is now following you around. Luther, however, there was a good chunk of last session was going insane from a mental breakdown from his own ability, which has its own symbolism, I think, in and of it. Drop pen. And you guys have to fight him for a moment. He will eventually, breaks out of the insanity, I guess. And the and then there was kind of like there was another breakdown check, I think.
Oh, yes.
And the way the teleportation was kind of a reaction of like an instinctual, I don't know. I don't think necessarily get out of harm's way, but like find the answer almost. I don't know. The way it's kind of worked out, but closer to the darkness almost is kind of the implication I feel. And the imagery of like the glass breaking and reality kind of stepping through the mirror, with mirrors already being used as reference in the campaign. He, like all of you, break through reality with Luther, and you've arrived in a dark room. There's an immediate attempt at first aid upon Luther.
Oh yeah, the visual of us in the dark with just his glowing bits.
Mm-hmm. Spiritual brews, triage, panaceas. The way I wrote panaceas for a second, I was like, pancreases? What?
Pancreas?
They
have a pancreas?
Yup.
I was really confused for a second there.
Sorry, Luther, we had to cut it out.
All right, I spelled it correctly, but for a second there, that's
It has so many eyes on it.
You're obviously upon some large freight vessel. Takes you a couple moments to feel the waves because of just how big the vessel is. You hear voices echoing from some other room aboard, not excessively loudly, but loud enough for you to hear. Like they're not like screaming something on purpose. It's kind of like up late in the night, kind of jabbering, laughing, maybe. And for now, Luther is stable, unconscious. There can be another first aid check to make him conscious. And then he would have to, where appropriate, roll grit checks to kind of get past some of the pain through the wounds that he has accrued from this. But otherwise, he will wake up where narratively appropriate. Or Luther, if you have an ability and or like a memento mori, you could use that to like wake up. If you wanted to. So where appropriate. Nevertheless, you take in the room, and you realize you're in a like mess hall of sorts. You've made a mess of it, to be sure. With you guys just blubbering around trying to find napkins or whatever to help with Luther, realizing he's not really bleeding. It's more of a spiritual thing you guys had to do, if we think about it. But and he's kind of resting on one of the tables that's half broken just because of his size, and you guys arriving in the room. And the first question is, as a good Orpheus storyteller should probably ask by this point, would you like to raise your vigilance or wariness for the initial scene?
We'll see. What is the haunting level at? Did we ever decide?
You're at 2 from what we've just discussed.
Right. Okay. So I'm at 2. So then my vigilance will be 5 for the scene. Then. Sick.
Dickaroo.
Okay.
My vigilance is naturally 4, so I think I'm comfortable with having it at that. But also, I think narratively, right now, Oliver would be focused on trying to help Luther, if not actually rolling yet, just like attending.
I will say the napkins are useful because I did narrate he was cracking his armor, because of he had no strain to spend.
Yeah,
so
those like weird, gross liquid.
He
Kinda
does
coming out
have
of you.
physical damage
Iridescent
going too far. Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
fluid
And
coming
I
out of
think
him.
Oliver, from his eldritch and occult knowledge, I don't think it's Christian by any means, necessarily, but like probably some sort of prayer or chant of some sort that maybe it's something related to Thoth. I don't know. That's like kind of helping comfort his spirits, because I do think that makes sense with what just happened in some ways. Okay. Vigilance out of 4.
Reed, are you increasing your vigilance?
I'm gonna keep Malik's out of 4.
Froggy Man.
Siegfried, does Siegfried want to have bigger eyeballs?
Or bigger ears.
Sure.
All
Big
right.
eyeballs.
Your awareness is a B, so you could use your active roll for this, or you could spend up to 3 mental strain, or spend up to 3 mental strain to make your vigilance higher than a 3. It can't go lower, but you can try to make it higher.
Just. I'm sorry, I was checking out. I'll be honest. What
You
do I
can
roll?
You can spend up to 3 mental strain because you have a B in awareness. You also, because of your B in awareness, you could use your active roll for awareness for the scene to attempt to get a die roll of a +1 or higher, which would give you, more. If you want.
So you don't have to roll. You could just spend strain if you don't.
You could, yeah, exactly.
Now that let me just text.
But of course, you don't
You
have
don't
to take the
spend-
roll either.
Yeah, you don't have to take the roll, and you don't have to spend 3 strain. You can spend up to 3.
Oh, give me a 3 second. What?
I will say that in that recap, you weren't being fair because Luther almost naturally went out of his rage, but
Yeah, that's true.
then Adrian just went full blast.
What the
And
hell?
he did. He fucking did.
I mean, he did. But what do you mean one turn? What's this one turn bullshit we're talking about?
It literally.
It was almost the end of the turn, but it's also like Dr. Kern, I don't think wouldn't have been aware of that either.
No. I'm not. Yeah. No one was aware that it was going to happen. It's just more, dramatic irony. Like, oh, if he had done nothing, everything would have been fine. But because he did something, now everything's worse.
Yeah. Okay, this is we don't have to do awareness right now, but okay, with your vigilance, which is a more difficult word to say than perceptions.
Vigilance is
Vigilance.
vigilantisms.
You well, Siegfried, what did you say your final number was again?
Final vigilance right now, just strength spend is a 6.
Okay, sweet deal. Okay, so all of you here, like you're in a mess hall, and ish, right? And then there's this like serving area where buffet style, you like come up to get your food. And behind there is kind of like a cook stand and table, and the behind there is the legit oven kitchen in a different room. So there's like 2 sort of doors and like a glass sort of entryway where the platform is between you. All of you hear it's obviously someone dropped. I'm gonna say with your vigilance is like someone drops a couple like utensils or something, like the ding 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 thing on the ground. Those of you with a 5 or a 6 which is Siegfried and Current. Siegfried and Current, you know this is like a person in there that's been in here the entire time you guys have been in here, hiding in the kitchen, that probably came for a midnight snack and was like, shit, what the fuck, and turned around at the last second to like go back into the kitchen and has been hiding in there for a few minutes. Additionally, with your vigilance, the first voices you heard were not him. You heard from down the hall, outside the mess hall, outside the doors, down the hall, 20 or so feet, two men just like ran into the hall with each other early in the morning, on patrol or going to the restroom or something like that. A couple doors close. And then you hear kind of north of you, like a different room. There's someone who might be the reason why the utensils got dropped. There's someone that's like coming from another room that's calling out someone's name. Be like, hey bro, did you get the sandwiches or something to that effect? What do you do?
Kill him. No,
Bruh.
immediately fucking kill him.
Wait.
Tackle him.
I would need a stealth and or athletics check. Stealth or athletics check. Depending on your approach of how you would like to get to the kitchen, to where this hidden man is. And you have the other guy that's coming down the hall that should be coming in the room shortly, that's looking for this person that is hiding in the kitchen. So one person is aware of you, the other one is not. He might be shortly, and then there's another couple people nearby that are probably just like walking around, maybe on patrol, maybe go to the restroom, that will hear if something happens, and potentially that will be 3 to 4 people will be aware of you, instead of one.
Guys,
So-
what do you think? Do you
What do you
think we can? Do you think we can reason with them?
I
Team?
don't know that they're
We
there.
could try. Do they look dangerous, or evil, or whatever?
You're not in the same room with them yet.
Yeah, we don't know. Do we have time to like say something? Like, hey guys, there's gonna be a bunch of people in here soon.
You have time to
We need
say
to figure out. Yeah,
It's
so I get.
It was like, this is like, a few seconds going by, right?
Yeah. Guys, it's all fine and good. I'm glad he's alive or whatever, but we need to figure out what the hell is going on. We're gonna have a lot of people in this room really quickly.
The door from the kitchen, it's one of those swing doors that has a latch on it. The latch
There's already somebody
quickly,
in
like,
here that knows who we are.
snaps, and you see kind of across the room from you this guy run from the back kitchen, kind of jump over this like swinging locked half door that leads to behind the buffet style, and then like slides over a table to kind of like be where Luther is unconscious, and he's trying to dot and realize you guys are in front of the door right now. As you guys all realize that he's just like, shit, he didn't realize you were all in front of the door. The voices must have carried different, and he's about to yell help or something to that
Damn.
effect. What do you do?
This guy's bolting for it.
I throw my rat at him.
Oh my god.
I do what has to be done. I do what has to be done.
All right, roll. We're having Pinky roll a whatever Pinky wants to roll. Check. This guy is
it
gonna,
has to be attack, right?
evade with surprise because he's not expecting Pinky to like
Has to be
jump out of
attack,
nowhere.
right?
This could be an attack, yes, or it could be a grapple.
It could be a tactics. Dude, I don't want to kill this guy immediately. But I might have to kill this guy immediately.
Might have to. I don't know. Like, we'll see.
I think
Are we going in like a turn order, or are we also just everybody's just doing whatever right now?
yeah, we roll
Right
initiative.
now
Can't
is
we just give him a concussion?
right now we're seeing what happens with Pinky, and then we'll see
Okay.
if we roll initiative.
Okay.
But all of
I'm
you,
gonna say
all of you
we're
can
gonna
take
do
a quick
attack.
action to like reposition yourselves in the room. You're not in combat yet. I don't think we're in combat. You can take an action to reposition yourselves or roll some sort of more awareness check or whatever if you want to. But
Well,
think
I
about
was
that.
gonna say,
Yeah.
can Oliver, as he does, panic and freak out and do something that might not be the most useful, but is something?
Like, of course, yeah.
Can Oliver use void tendrils to try to pin him down? Just like freak out, burst his hand forward, and just tentacles come out and just pin this guy to the wall.
I mean,
Possibly,
yeah, it's either
possibly making more noise in the process.
yeah, I was gonna
but
say it's either
keeping
that
him-
or he gets mauled by a rat, which like
It's either going to be super loud tentacle burst, but he doesn't get to run outside, or death by rat.
Well, let me give you this third offer. Por que los nos dos?
we could
Oh.
just kill him.
You know, why not both?
I was thinking about having Pinky just
Now, void
maybe
tendrils
picking up a
does
frying pan and hitting this guy with it.
That what?
void tendrils does it's an attack, and the only way to do an ensnared condition is if I use the overload. And now I do have an overload that I haven't spent. So could I put the overload into void tendrils right now and then
course.
use it?
Of course.
If that's what you want to do, yes. Yes.
In order to, so I spend 5 humanity, and then if victims are hit by this ability, they suffer the ensnared condition. They cannot move, minor move, charge, flee, and suffer -2 ability checks to all actions involving movement.
You know, I really like this idea. I think I'm gonna let this resolve before before I throw the rat, because I think it's funnier. Like you see me getting ready to throw the murderous rat like a football, and you're like, "No, wait!" and then you just fire these like tentacles out. And
Like,
kill-
Because in my
like,
head, it's like
snare this guy.
It's like a venom sort of thing coming just
Yeah.
straight out of me. Just like,
But I also don't see Oliver doing it on purpose. I don't see him just like going, "Stop!" like it coming
no,
out.
it's
I feel
a
like
panic. It's a panic
yeah,
movement.
you see
and
me
it's
getting
like,
ready to throw my rat
No.
at this guy. Like, oh
I-
fuck, no wait.
I feel like I could to add to this, because Luther is at 54 humanity. There's technically a narrative effect that the Nephilim
your presence, you're
inspires.
breaking
Yeah,
reality.
My presence inspires feelings of lingering dread in both
Everyone
humans and
freaking
non-humans in their vicinity.
I like it. Okay. All right. So
I guess before we have Pinky roll,
you're
It's a
making a
melee attack with knowledge eldritch unnatural attack.
Yes.
Ooh.
Melee
Okay,
unnatural.
so
It's an interesting
let me see. Where's my natural attack? +4. Okay.
So Oliver kind of steps in front of this guy's area a little bit, so he's not shooting this over Luther. He's like kind of shooting this next to Luther. It's gonna okay. This is versus his evade, which is still a surprise, which I already roll. Well, he doesn't have an active roll actually.
Oops.
So take that roll back. He has a C in dodge, so yeah, no.
So since
alright.
this is also an unnatural, what strain pool would I use to boost it?
Spiritual.
Yeah,
Spiritual?
because spirit. Yes,
Spiritual.
yeah.
Okay.
Unnatural. I think, if I remember correctly, is made with focus, willpower, or charisma. So it depends.
Or
I
how
would
you-
say
is
occultist
does it
is
say
more.
horror check?
No.
It
Or
is
does it say
spiritual.
unnatural
As an occultist ability,
Yeah.
spiritual makes sense.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. Okay. So, and then I forgot what my brain was going to do with the other thing.
Because I think if the ability says like make a horror or like make a horror check, like or a stability will or discipline focus, then you can use mental instead of spiritual. Because you can use a different
So
stat
it doesn't
for it.
actually say you make a horror check. There's no horror check
Yeah.
for this because it's
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
just
it would
blunt.
say it says use your unnatural attack, right? So I think you have to use spiritual for unnatural attack. But if it was like an ability like my Baleful Dead says
Well-
I can use stability will or discipline focus, I could use mental.
Well, I would say it just
Instead.
depends because I feel like a
Yeah.
telekinetic would be mental based.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have unnatural. attacks.
Unnatural attack is derived from perception or will. Perception plus will or focus. So it's mental, spiritual. So,
Oh yeah, so I guess you could use either.
I'm fine if you use mental or spiritual strain for this.
Because I have a lot more of one than the other right now.
I imagine it makes sense because you're allowed to do that with range attacks. You're allowed to use mental or physical because it's derived from perception. So,
Okay, so I'll pump it +2, and then I have a natural +4 for my unnatural attack. So 3d8 +4 +2 is 7.
7.
7.
I'm trying.
Seven.
Avon!
7.
I need to.
See, I like how Current is like, I'm gonna throw this dog-sized rat, and
And Oliver's like,
Wait.
no, 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 no,
Tentacle.
tentacle.
That's what I mean. I think it's like a reaction thing to it, not like a
This
let me
seems like a
solve
good
the
idea.
problem. Yeah, not it's
Well,
not
which
like a I want to stop this guy.
Yeah, it's the double-edged sword of an overload. It's either like you're so pissed off you're actively doing it, or you're like, oh my god, you're so surprised. You're like, oh, it happens. Especially not being in combat. I'm trying to figure out how much strain he has.
Because also he does take 8/0 damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is definitely with just him in the room. This is definitely an easy encounter.
And it damage prompts breakdown. Damage does prompt
Damage
breakdown.
dealt by this ability prompts breakdown. I was going in order, you know?
In addition to normal blunt status effect damage.
So I can daze him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He will spend. He's gonna try. Like, what the fuck, Like, why wouldn't he? He's gonna spend the 3 strength he can spend for the because he has a C and dodge. He has a 2 in evade, so that brings him to a 5. He's surprised, so that's like a -3, so it's back to a 2.
So that's 5 levels of success.
That's 5 degrees of success from
So that's
Oliver
13
towards the
damage.
tentacle.
I hope he doesn't die. This is really funny.
I hope he does die. I hope he
Okay,
dies.
so that's okay. You're using rank 1. Okay,
13 points of
so
damage.
13 points of damage.
Oh my god.
I hope this guy dies.
He doesn't have any armor on. So yeah, 13 points of damage. Minions don't have toughness.
Oh,
They just
so
take
he's dead.
damage.
Yeah, he's
They
dead.
can mitigate damage. He's going to because he wants to live.
Completely understandable.
For those things. Well, can they mitigate damage?
I think
I mean,
minions.
if he has no-
I think minions just instantly die. No.
Let me see. Let me remind
'Cause I
myself
think-
of one thing.
I think it's supposed to be it's 1-to-1, but every level of toughness increases it to like 2-1, 3-1, and so
Yeah,
on.
like I guess he gets strained.
Like, so if he has strain to spend, but does he have enough strain? Is the question. And then the other question, because they don't have like typical health pools either.
Kind of like a pass-fail thing, right?
More like the way I understood it, like they have
Okay,
like
they can. They don't. They have to spend the. Okay, they have to spend the encounter pool, which is interesting. Okay, so in simplest terms, what that means is him spending strain reduces the strain for this combat for anyone else that might be in this combat if it turns into if he survives into this combat. Like the minions get
Share strain.
only can share strain from what's called the scene pool. Mini bosses and bosses and rivals can have their own pools of strain to spend on top of the scene pool. So he is.
Oh,
That
and
is interesting.
They only have-
I'm trying to debate like he could spend a shit ton of strain and maybe survive, but what does that mean?
He should die.
narratively. That narratively, I don't think that's a lot of gratification for the strain that could be used on maybe in other places. I'm gonna limit
This part is your
him.
call.
That's interesting. I don't know. I've never thought of. We've never been in a situation like this with the minion rules where it's just like, okay, all right. So it's essentially whether or not.
and their HP pool is just one pool of HP, like normal hit points. They don't have this 3 separate.
Yeah, they have one. They have one. They have one pool of HP, if you will, one pool of wounds, and minions have 10 in total. That's just what they have.
So if so, he would be 3 over if you don't.
He would be 3 over indeed. They at it for those things. So it's basically
He
do
could
I have
not
him
die though.
spend his
a chance.
11 to be alive with 3 HP, or does he die? I'm gonna roll a luck check because
if they go, they don't do death checks. They just instantly die.
Oh right, they just
instantly die. I'm gonna roll a luck check for this man.
So he has to spend at
I'm
least
so- so
he has to spend at
I'm-
least
I'm
4 strain
scared and
in
excited.
order to live. He has to spend at least 4 strain in order to live.
He doesn't have a toughness though.
Yeah.
So he has to. It's 13 damage. He has to spend it 1-to-1.
Yeah, so at least 4 strain to live.
Yeah, if he spends at least 4, you live, sure.
Okay, that's true. All right.
If there was inspiration, I would totally like normal inspiration, like back in D&D. I would totally like. No, I'm sending inspiration so he does die because this is funny.
So
Yeah, if Oliver killed this man, that would be really good.
oh goodness. 13.
Love to see the horror. check
Okay,
on that
so
one.
I like that. I think I like this visual. Well, with that roll, I'm gonna spend. Okay. He is going to spend a chunk of strain. And he like I don't even know. The imagery is happening so quickly. Tentacle like flings him towards the wall, and he's going to like he puts a hand out, and when he puts a hand out, there's this like fire, this like black that appears that like opposes it for the briefest second. And then he's like thrown against the wall. He has this ensnared condition that you described. Okay, for those things, which he has to spend strain and stuff to do. Initiative and oh my god, he has to spend initiative, not and strain. Okay, that sucks. For those things, so he is like kind of partially strangled right now, right? Like he can't fully speak, but I'm gonna say on the top of his turn, he will spend initiative to try to say something when he can. Once he's able to like get himself, he's alive.
So how much damage
barely.
did he take?
He took. Dang it.
Because again, this will
He
prompt
took
breakdown.
10 damage.
This will prompt
Oh.
breakdown and
Okay,
any
so
blunt
proxy.
damage status effects.
And bleeding.
Bleeding? No.
Blunt damage.
Days.
Days.
Days, yes.
Days, yeah.
Days.
Days, yes. Okay. So, all right. Breakdown. Just because it's the ability, right?
Yep. Breakdown,
all right.
damage dealt, prompts breakdown.
Okay. So. Breakdown. All right. Gets a +1 on the breakdown. Now for the days. Oh. He gets a flat on the days, but he took 10 damage. He took 9 damage. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, wait.
He would have to take 9 because 10 kills him
Yeah.
if he has only 10 HP.
No, he took 7 damage. Oh, where is it? Days. Okay. Is it before or after? What? Oh, Silva. Where? All right. When you take 5 or more. Okay, cool. Before. Oh, it's before strain based.
So it's 13. Hey.
So he's rolling at a. Oh my goodness.
At a -3?
He's rolling at a -2 for the
Yeah.
breakdown. So that's a minus. He rolled at a +1, so that's a -1. So he suffers a minor breakdown.
Yeah, I'd have
Freaking
a
awesome.
reasonable breakdown. I'd have a minor
And-
breakdown if a dude shot a tentacle and pinned me to a wall.
And
Yeah.
then days. It's just if it's bludgeoning damage, something like what's acceptable. Wow. He's okay. So all right. Oh, okay. All right, and then break days. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay. So he is minorly dazed and suffers a minor breakdown. He turns almost like feral for a second, as the breakdown makes him want to lash out more than anything, despite the immense pain and strangling position he's in. We are going to I'm going to do one thing because of the wall with this hit. I'm gonna roll a
Laying out against a giant metal wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a perception check for the two closest people. One person has a Walkman on. I just roll a luck check for it.
Nice.
He has a Walkman on. It's like it's like around his neck and whatnot. He doesn't have a fully on. It's only a +1 on the luck check. He's gonna roll an awareness check. I'm gonna give him a -1 situational. Because there's a wall, there's a Walkman playing some music. With his awareness check to see like is he because it's not really being vigilant. He's like in the middle of he's in a workout room, like he's in the middle of like doing that. He's not like being vigilant, so it's more of like I think like a reactive role. Like he heard a thump. Is he worried about that thump? Is kind of the vibe. So he gets a -2 on the die with a -1 situational. His perception's a 2. That's a -1. He will not spend strain because he's working out. He's already expended strain.
He's busy listening to the Danger Zone by Kenny
He
Loggins.
literally puts the headphones more securely on his head and starts rocking out more.
He goes, "Oh, what was that?" Yeah. He's like, "What was that?" Oh, must have been nothing. Fucking clicks the Walkman. Oh,
There's a
God.
guy reading
That's great.
a naughty magazine in a bathroom down the hall, taking a
Ew.
dump.
Yo,
So-
While taking a dump?
bro, that's just how it would be.
You know,
Hmm.
he is
That's
gonna
efficient
roll.
multitasking.
He's gonna roll
Exactly.
at a -2 because he's an area away-ish. With how mechanics work. And there's like 3 walls between you and him, because of bathrooms and things. Bathroom walls and stuff. So, he he gets a -4.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
That man is
loud.
focused.
You know this guy is not fucking paying attention, right?
He's
Like,
focused.
Okay.
He's reading the articles.
And there was
he's
one
reading the
more
articles. Yeah.
there was one more person that could roll. That was walking away. He's at a -3 because he's pretty decently away.
Look, that last guy.
All 3 of these people, I've shook the dice multiple times, and they all land at -2, minus their
Bruh.
situation.
And none of these people are paying
Between
attention.
each of them, like as they hear the thud, and they
These
just
guys are
all
just on
choose
night
to
shift,
ignore
like
it. This
whatever.
is some night shift type stuff.
This is what happens. This is what happens when the party gets invaded by goblins. By the way, this is the other side of it.
This
This
guy,
is the other.
We
This is the other side of the like. Oh, we've all rolled a
Bullying.
1 for keeping watch.
yes,
This is what happens.
this is the other side of it.
I
And
wanna-
because this guy's going insane and being wrathful, if he was like freeze or flight, I feel like he'd be yelling for help more. Like him turning to
shit.
fight is kind of like in your interest, sort of, into the situation. So I'm gonna. All right, interesting. All right,
Yeah, my friends are
so
gonna come save me. They're gonna beat your.
one guy
there is
pumping iron.
one more awareness
The other guy
check I
walking
want
away.
to do. One more awareness check I want to do. They are also at a -3 situational, because they're on a different level of the boat, but it's loud enough to where they would roll.
Sure.
So, but they get a +1 on the dice. -3 is a -2. So that's a.
I swear, the
He
guy
gets
in the
a-
toilet. He's the type.
He gets a 2. I don't think a 2 is high enough to be like that's something other than like the guys partying. Because you would also hear down the hall there's a couple guys drinking in another room, so it's like muffling a little bit of this, I would say. Okay, so now I know who's all rolling initiative.
Us.
Will you all please roll initiative versus this one lowly, insane, and dazed man? He loses 1 initiative from being dazed at the start. He cannot roll skill features for For the days, yeah. He cannot use skill features on his next check. Which sucks. So he loses 1 initiative, which his initiative goes down. Okay, so that's a forward.
Where's my initiative?
-1. He's doing well, guys. He's doing well.
I'm doing real well.
He rolled a 3 on his initiative.
God damn.
God damn.
Okay.
Yeah,
I wanted to just see if he had. Yeah, it's probably not going to work in his favor, but that's okay. All right, Higgs, you have a 7.
No, that was for my attack. My
Higgs
my
has a
initiative is a 9.
Ah,
9.
agreed. All right. Adrian is at
I have
8.
Reed, roll initiative.
Okay. Malik is just going to go, in interest of making my life easier, Malik just goes to the door and gives a listening ear. Not roll initiative.
Which door does he go to? Because depending on which door he goes to, he might hear something he doesn't want to hear. Fucking Christ.
He hears the guy on the
He's a
door.
telekinetic. You don't know what he can hear.
That means he moves things with his mind. He's not.
I'll leave that for secret knowledge to have him share with you guys later.
He's not telepathic.
Yeah,
Or
but his
maybe-
his psycho optics are probably crazy. He probably like sees the heat signatures through the wall. Probably hears this dude.
Yeah. Okay. Siegfried, are you rolling initiative? You don't have to. You can.
If anything, I can probably see this guy because the ghost god is watching him do his disgusting things.
No, he's at the beginning part where you read through the story. You gotta know the
He's like still. He's gonna come out of the bathroom and be like,
He's
"She had a
enjoying
really
the articles.
she had a really interesting backstory, guys." Man, you were in there for 45 minutes.
You have no idea. Come on, it takes time.
Yeah, dude, she was talking about her hometown.
All right, Oliver, probably shocked by his own capability to do this.
Never done this before, by the way. Didn't know he could do this.
You have this weird tentacle mass that has erupted from your hand and is strangling and pushing this man up against the metal wall. He has gone insensate from just, this, like I mentioned. And he looks like he's trying to find a weapon to kill you with. It makes no sense. You're like, he can't get out of this, right? Like who could get out of this? But what do you want to do? You have the top of initiative.
Time to panic. Also, panicking, breathing, looking around. Where are we? Where are we? Are we on a boat? What the fuck?
Yeah, I think so.
Luther, is he okay?
He's fine.
He's still unconscious. There's then he sort of like pushes the tentacle against the guy more. There's a panacea there's more panacea in my pockets. Someone grab it. I'm busy.
That
For what?
probably
For
cost
healing
you-
him?
For Luther, he's got to wake up. We can't.
I'm not waking him up. You've lost your mind. You're trying to kill everybody.
Okay. Breathe. Okay, boat, tentacle. Man, what do we do with this guy?
Kill him? Yeah, you can do whatever you want with him. I mean, you've got him. I mean, he looks like he's putting up a hell of a fight right now.
It really
I think
does.
he's just scared. We're in the middle of wherever on a boat. Of course, it's terrifying.
Should I? No, I can't. I'm not. I can't kill him yet. No,
I mean, you could
can't
kill him. I'd also really love to see you try to reason with the guy who you just shot a big ass tentacle at.
Maybe I can strangle him or something.
I mean,
Can we look at the tentacle? Like, you're already kind of doing that.
No, I mean, and then
You
trying to
can
like
either
sort of
support him, and I knock him out.
right. Okay. And then I'll sort of like try to pin him. I'll like reposition him from like in the middle of the wall to sort of push him down to the ground, and try to get him into like a sitting position for Siegfried to like have an easier time to hit him in the head.
Okay.
So it's not really like any particular action, but it's more so just putting him in a more opportune position so that I guess Siegfried could do a called strike to him instead.
Okay. Mechanically, we're gonna handle this though, because he's still conscious. He still can resist
Yes,
you.
yes. And in
I
fact,
think
actually, let me double check. According to the ability, ensnared victims can spend 2 initiative to check athletics or might against my attack to try to break out. I will tell you that much.
If
okay. I think right now he's more about. Well, maybe. We're gonna say because he held off. I'll hold off on that since we were talking a little bit. Okay. So, all right. I want to make this a hybrid check. That's what I want this to be. I want you to use unnatural attack with the lowest between, which I think I know the answer to this, the lowest between athletics and eldritch knowledge.
Well,
Okay.
fuck.
Because this is more of a grapple, it sounds like.
right. This is like a body control thing.
So, and because you're still using your tentacle, I'll still say it's a natural attack.
Okay, that's good at least.
And because it's more in your, it's kind of range, so perception makes sense. A lot with that, like you're relying more on your perception. He can't use. He's dazed for his first check. This is his first check. The initiative doesn't have a thing that matters for that. So, for him, so he's dazed, so he can't use skill bonuses. There's that. Even passive ones, and then he's ensnared, which -2 in bodily movement. This sort of counts. I'm gonna think it makes sense because you're like he's trying to like get out at the same time. All right, so he's gonna roll horribly. Because he has a many negatives against him right now.
We're gonna roll. I have a
Yeah.
D in athletics, so I'm gonna put +1 strain just to make sure for my very, very small physical strain pool. But I have a +4 in unnatural attack, so 4.
Okay. He's at a -2.
It should
Use
be
those
mentioned
precious physical strains,
that
boy.
It should be mentioned
Ah,
that
he can't. He couldn't even do the active roll in the first place. Oh, there we go. All right. So -2 is that. Ah, that is the roll. Okay, you. Okay.
wait, is that -2 coming from the overload? Because that's breaking out isn't affected by it. He'd have a minus from the days effect on him, but not from the overload.
Okay. Well, the days just means he can't use his active.
Yeah,
bonus,
skill
but
feature,
still.
yeah.
Can use a skill feature.
Okay,
Yeah.
which means he can't even. He can spend 1 strain because everyone can spend 1 strain. Okay, for those things. But that's gonna suck. All right. Let me remind myself of the thing.
Also,
All right.
talking. This is for something. The Guys, you got you. I don't want to be a rule stickler, but talking does cost initiative.
Yeah.
So you guys practically spent 5 initiative talking. I say practically; it's up to God at the end of the day. But
It's like 1 initiative from what I remember, right?
I'd spell 2.
It-
I
it
spent
dep-
2 on it.
Okay.
it depends because we're only supposed to say a phrase or so, not have a conversation.
Oops.
That's why I'm saying it's up to God.
objective.
That's why I'm saying it's up to
Yeah.
God.
That's fine.
Every minute of
Okay.
dialogue is 1 initiative.
Every minute of dialogue is one.
Okay, so
That's some D&D shit right there.
that's some D&D shit indeed. What is your tactics bonus, Oliver?
Tactics bonus. Tactics, I have +2.
Sweet deal. Okay. You can do a few different things with this roll that you've just done. Okay, as the tactics creates like a pool that you
Okay.
can spend. With your tactics bonus, you gave yourself 2 more in the pool. So you have 5 points in the pool with a tactics check to use. You can use it to give someone. You could use it technically to affect Siegfried's role with a very specific kind of health bonus if you wanted to. At a cost of 2 of this pool, up to a +1 towards Siegfried. You could do a minus on this guy's roll up to a -3 for 1 per, You could stagger him for 2, you could disarm him for 2, you could knock him out for 3, you could subdue him for 3, or you could neutralize him for 5.
Neutralize, I assume, means kill. So
No.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. With how it's worded, it's more on the side of how you want to approach. It's like where's the thing?
Put him to sleep. Check him
It
in.
doesn't impose. Okay, neutralize an enemy imposes no penalty on defenses unless you use a neutralized foe as a human shield. That's funny. That's the sentence. The check that
The fact that he had to write that
That's a
in
great
means it's been done before.
Yes, it has been done before. The
Oh,
check that the
hell
neutralized
yeah.
enemy must succeed on is determined by the director based on the fiction. Yeah, that. Okay, so it's like knocking him out.
okay.
It's like non-lethally knocking them out in simplest terms is how I've usually, and definitely since this guy's a minion, that's what this means. Subdue is literally he's grappled and he can't fucking move, and you have him to where like subdue is an actual debuff that they get. It's a minus situational on anything deemed appropriate by me that it affects when he's subdued. Which is insane as a debuff with everything else already going on. Knockdown is knockdown in simplest terms. So basically, you pin him, and he'd have to spend even more initiative than the 2 to break out and then get up. Until then, he'd be at a situational debuff. For those things, yeah. Stagger makes it to where it makes him harder to do things. I don't think that is useful in this situation. So, that's my opinion.
Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out, knock him out.
Like neutralize
Yeah,
is
just
literally
neutralize him,
yeah,
yeah.
okay. Neutralize is it's literally it's just he okay. So you don't kill him. That's what this is. The tactics is for is if you guys. Technically, by the mechanics, there's no non-lethal damage unless you just do this. This is how you non-lethally take someone out. is what you do. So
Yep.
Maybe I'll do this then.
yeah. Okay. So Oliver just like squeezes with the tentacles and pulls the guy down to the ground. And by the time Oliver turns back to Siegfried, turns back to Siegfried to maybe, and Siegfried's about to walk up to like knock him out with like the back, the the pommel of his axe. The guy is just limp on the ground. He's breathing, unconscious. Right, and there's this like quiet tension that takes over the room. That was like a very quick round of initiative.
Yeah.
A very, very quick round of initiative. That's what I kind of thought. He is significantly wounded, right? But he's not, dead.
He's not making a
And he
death check.
Yeah, and he will only, wake up if there's someone wakes him up, and like that, or that's what they do, which they technically would have to do like a first aid check, if I'm understanding the mechanics correctly, to like, otherwise he wakes up where it narratively makes sense. All right, out of combat now. It seems to be quiet within this boat now that this man has been silenced. The group is able to take a breath. Oliver, the tentacles begin to recede back within you as the guy is no longer a threat. It's almost like they instinctually realize that they don't need to be present anymore. And I like to think that your tentacles like have sprouts of like black feathers
Mm.
here and there from them, and then like there's like one or two black feathers that like fall to the ground after the last tentacle disappears. And they're kind of like if a feather like got dipped in like molasses, they're kind of gooey and whatnot. They kind of thud a little bit more to the ground than actually float, Malik probably just quietly blinks a couple times and would mutter, just to help me tell the narrative here, I don't think anyone knows we're here yet. And he really puts weight on that word of yet.
No, not yet. Let's find
No.
out what's going on.
Oliver, since when do you have these crazy tentacles?
Yeah, that's a good question, kid.
I'm not sure. I needed to stop him, so I did. Is there a light in here? It's still really dark. I don't even know what kind of room we're in.
Probably
And
not
then
a good
sort of
idea
like-
if we turn a light on.
Can I make the X glow?
Just something to be able to see a bit better.
Sure. Okay. You guys look around. I don't know who one of you find the light switch after a few moments and flip on. I like to think it's awkward. Like it's like the light for like the buffet. It's not even like that useful, but it's more light than you had, because that's what you guys find first. Kind of is the idea.
A
So
dim
it's like,
sort of low light.
yeah, so it's like most of you, it's like your chest and below is sort of lit up, and then not your faces and whatnot. So you're still kind of like in the dark. And then the where Malik is by the door, he's like still in the darkness from that. But like Luther's body on the table is like halfway kind of bathed in this very, very white, pale, sterile light, that very opposite to sunlight when you think about it in this context. But
And the dude is standing up, by the way. And the other dude is standing up too.
And just sort of, and there's just like now there's just this tension because there's like this groaning zombie thing, a knocked out dude, And Luther, still in his eldritch form, bent over on the table, and that was probably just like the, that sort of like hum of the light, like the.
Yeah, that shitty fucking fluorescent buzz.
Okay. So you're making another zombie, or you're just referencing the zombie you already had?
Referencing that the zombie is in fact still up. I don't think like if it was dark, nobody would have seen me do some.
No, it's more like we're aware that's there now.
Yeah, you guys are like you see. Like I imagine, like you turn the lights on, and the dude who was dead is standing up, and Luther's not. So we're good on that. But I just like if that I imagine Oliver would say something about that. That's why they'd probably be like, "Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck," and be like, "Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it."
But
I did
because
the
of
thing.
the situation, I think it's just more like the stare and like the silence and the awkwardness. Just like, okay. Because he can't say anything because he also just exploded into tentacles, so he can't be like, "What is that? That's crazy! Whoa!" No, it's just
yeah.
everyone just okay.
Whoa, dude, you can't be doing that shit. That's violating the natural order.
Whoa, man, that's really weird.
Wow,
You
that's
brought a guy back to
weird.
life. Huh. Yeah, so votes on waking the Eldritch Abomination on the table up. I'm gonna go with no.
I'm gonna go with yes. We got
Yes,
2 for no,
I
1 for
don't
yes.
know. I don't know. He better just try to kill all of us.
He did just try to kill us all.
But maybe he'll be, I don't know, better now. We're somewhere that we don't know. He's the one that brought us here. Maybe he'll know how to take us back.
Let breathe.
Malik would say, I don't know. He's heavy. Like, look at him. Like, can we carry him even out of here?
Yeah, we'd have to leave him and figure out a way out. If we don't wake him up, then what do we do? You know?
Okay, but what if we wake him up and he tries to kill us again?
Well, you have a
Then
zombie
we're
now.
pretty fucked.
Yes, because the zombie was so effective the last time when you got kidnapped. Well, this one might be a little bit more effective.
Well, I locked the door, so no one's coming in the mess hall. At least we'll have some sort of barrier. He like moves some chairs in front of the mess hall door and stuff.
I think before it's like only one door, right? That like swings in and out.
Yep.
Okay, I was like, I wonder if we should send Pinky out to do some scouting while we're sitting here trying to figure out what we're doing with Luther.
You can
So I put my rat on the floor and tell him to go do rat things.
He draws his big butcher knife that he took from the kitchen area, like he's ready to go assassinate some people.
Yeah, I do give him some sort of weaponry. Yeah.
He's got like the cleaver. He's got the cleaver, the butcher knife, and he's like shing 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 shing.
I was literally imagining that, like when he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna throw the rat," and like just Pinky with like 2 knives ready to go as he's like about to be tossed.
So my ass literally, you know what's really this is how Brandon's brain works, right? Seth said that we could take the claw off of the dude.
Oh.
And I thought that they were Wolverine claws. So I was like, that would be really gross. But then I just thought about, what if Pinky just had them grow out of his back? Like a porcupine. Or he has them grow out of his face. Like a snake. Or like anything weirder.
I'm sorry, with Pinky, all I saw when you
really
grow out of
gross.
his face is literally they just come out of his cheeks.
Yeah.
Like
they
there's
come
no
out of his
he doesn't open his mouth. There's just like it shrink.
Or he does open his mouth and they come out, like, or they just shoot out of his fucking shoulder blades. Like, I don't know, dude.
Yes.
It's this character. This fucking
You
rat is
definitely
disgusting.
for some of those things you would need more time to attach that to Pinky.
I think about this. I think about this, and then Current thinks about this as I'm like,
Pinky is a menace. All right, so why don't Brandon, you roll
for
vigilance.
Pinky.
Anything for vigilance for Pinky you want to set? And a stealth check. I presume as he goes out in the hallway.
Vigilance for Pinky, I will set it to 5 with 2 strain, and then I will roll. I guess I can roll an active like investigate.
You'll roll a stealth check first.
Stealth check, yeah.
Because your vigilance will give you your first bit of information, and then you can roll investigation. Okay, so Pinky basically argues with Malik to move the chairs Malik just put there to like get out the room. And then
I'll put 1 into it. We'll call it a 6.
Yeah.
Call it a 6. Walkman guy is gonna have a really bad time when he looks up from lifting his weights.
So that's where Pinky goes first. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you need a spotter?
That's funny. Okay. So that's enough for me to think about that now. I would like I presume Malik as the lead on the first aid check to awaken Luther.
Yeah, probably. If you guys are awakening Luther.
Is that what we're doing?
I'm gonna try.
Because Malik has an A in first aid. So
Well, Oliver wants to do it, so unless Current or Siegfried try to stop him.
I mean, I'll help him if he wants the help, but I won't like it necessarily.
I don't know if Malik would admit to this. No, based upon his motivations, he wouldn't. But it's a pretty decently high check to get to awaken someone.
I would like to try to awaken Luther.
Okay, I guess I will help if we're trying to wake him up, but if he goes fucking apeshit feral, I don't know what to do about that.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah.
Well, good news is okay. It takes 6 degrees of success to awaken someone who's unconscious. For the first aid check.
Okay.
First aid check.
That's not
It
bad.
is always a difficulty of 0 you're rolling against unless other complications happen.
Oh, is Malik leading us then?
Malik will take the lead. It's with dexterity as a skill.
There's no
As the attribute, I should say.
minuses based off of the condition of the target.
No.
That's interesting.
No. Those actually happen separately. So like we were just talking about with tactics, the first aid check kind of works in the same way. Is your check is creating like a pool of strain, and it takes 6 of those degrees of success or strain, if you want to use it that way, to wake someone who's unconscious, or on the other one on the row of 6s to stop arterial bleeding or immolation. You can reduce someone's wound penalty for the scene. They could affect your wound penalty for the scene with a different check, or if they roll really well, it takes at least 4 degrees of success to minus an entity's wound penalty by 1 for the scene. It takes 8 to minus it by 2 for the scene. However, like I hinted at before, which I'm scrolling to remind myself, it's an in-combat thing, but you could do it out of combat as in preparation if you want, but you can roll grit checks once you're conscious to negate the negatives for a brief moment. In simplest terms, so basically you spend a shit ton more strain to make sure. Yeah, depending on how you want to put it. Nevertheless,
I mean, it,
they can. Are you past your track still?
I'm 6 past my tracks.
6 past, yeah.
So they would. So being
Because I feel like because someone in a coma, right? You can't just wake them up. Like, so I feel like that like damage should affect how easy or how hard it is to wake someone up. All things depending. That's the main reason why I was asking.
Well, I think we'll give you a bonus to roll it
Oh.
again.
you already passed your death check, so
Yeah.
So that the way the mechanics work, it's basically you're just fucked up.
Right.
Fucked up.
Okay.
In simplest terms. It's the long-term effects of this is a different capacity. Like these wounds are going to take a long time to heal. With the way the mechanics work. So, like the injury, but injury and wound conditions they don't stack. It's whatever one's more debilitating is the one you take first.
Okay.
For those things. But what this does affect is you're already 6 past your track and they don't heal you for that, and you get attacked or whatever again, then you're rolling in addition to where you're at. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like the up check to stay conscious is already more difficult.
Yeah.
Because of so. Okay. Okay, it does say for a spiritual check. Something that I noticed after the fact last time is you guys could do a hybrid check with either presence or empathy, using charisma instead to kind of affect those things if you wanted to. I don't think it's not worth it on his side. All right, let me roll. I don't think there's a reason not to. I think he's just going to take the +1 for rank A for this scene. He's going to. That'll give him. And then he will spend some spiritual strain. I think he wants to try to guarantee this is what it is. So he will spend his 3 spiritual strain to get to a good number in case one of you complicate life. Okay, so who's helping?
I am helping.
The whole game
Uh,
open, or
What number? Sorry, did you say that he got?
Well, you guys probably let's do strategically.
Yeah.
He's gonna get to spend some. He'll save some strain. He'll get to a 3. So if you guys hit a 3, you'll get to a 6.
a 3? Damn, bro, that's really bad.
Or he could spend strain to get up to a 6, and then you guys could have a chance maybe to do something else other than bringing him. If you literally
That's without him using strain. He's at a 3.
Yeah.
that's without him using strain. Yes.
Okay. Well, I
You
mean,
would
we could all
need-
hit a 3, right?
You
Yeah,
could
I
all-
can do that.
Like
'Cause I can
basically,
also-
this is like saving. This is saving strain for everyone. Is kind of the strategy here.
Yeah.
I can also.
So we don't.
I have 2 dexterity, and I can replace with a +1. So Boom, 3.
Yeah, I have the same thing I could probably do, but I'm gonna roll
Magical
it.
3.
Let's see.
So
Oh, I have a 3 dexterity, so I could possibly get better. We'll see. There, I rolled a 4.
What did you roll? Rolled again? Dexterity again?
It's a
Dexterity
medicine
and with first aid, yeah.
check. First aid.
yeah,
That's a
no, you guys hit the DC, so
Oh yeah, we're good.
you're good. You guys. All right, this isn't like he's not really wounded, bleeding, right? This is like you guys all like come around him around the table and like say a couple words, try to connect to him and be like, I don't know. I don't know what Malik would say. Something maybe usually passive aggressive. Is what Malik would say. So he's just like, you need to come back, otherwise you'll die. And it's like, okay, cool.
Hey man, fuck you, fuck you for that. But
I know
wake
you tried
up.
to kill me, but I really need your help.
Well, this is what happened, when I get a roleplay. A character,
Yeah.
or less. What do the rest of you say to Luther to get his spirit to come back? Take control again.
Mm. You're not a monster, Luther. None of us are. Come on. That's what I got.
It could be an action, I guess, too. If the rest of you are stuck.
Does Siegfried have something heartfelt to say?
Good luck shaking
This is
him.
where I come in and say something equally awful.
Yes, this is where you can do that
Yes.
if you want, or I mean.
What do you want?
That
come
is
on,
what I
jump
said.
in.
That is what I said.
Oh, okay. This is
The
where I
German
say
man.
something.
I
The
say
German
something
man says something in German.
I like to. He puts a hand on Oliver's shoulder. I say something also equally heartfelt.
Yeah.
It's a nod, like, yeah.
Meanwhile, my ass, wake up, dumbass, or I'm gonna turn you into a zombie. Seriously, wake up. I'm not fucking around. I'm gonna turn you into a zombie. He's like sitting there. Luther, don't make me turn you into a zombie. I don't want to do it. I don't want to explain that to your wife and kids. We've been over this. Wake up.
And I love how that's probably the thing that like it is the last thing, and Luther like from that. Luther, it's not really a headache necessarily. You just feel wispy. You feel like intangible almost. You feel weightless. There's this. You do not feel like there's something that I don't know, like you're hungry, but it's not about your stomach, in any way, if that makes sense. Like you go through withdrawals almost, and you are able to see who's around you. You see the guy who killed you. You killed. You're not sure. Like I think in that dramatic position, I think maybe Luther thought he was going to die, right? And the zombie that's there kind of obviously does like a zombie head tilt that lets you know that it's dead. And for whatever reason, which is awkward to say, but that's the story we're in, that kind of calms you, I think, a little bit to realize that, oh, his head, like,
It's just a zombie.
just a zombie. It's not
Oh.
a murderous, monster with claws. He still has the claws.
That's
And
debatable, but yeah.
That's-
We're still.
there's an unconscious man behind you. You eventually, with the light, can piece together that you're in the room of a mess hall somewhere. You smell the seawater. What do you all do?
Luther, sitting up, would, as he takes in his surroundings, takes a few seconds before the what happened flashes through his mind, like just is like the memory doesn't like play in motion, but the images of what happened repeat themselves to where he understands he fucked up somehow, and without looking, he looks down and without making eye contact with anyone says, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. And he'll slowly shift back to his human form, as I have to spend 2 humanity to do that, which is kind of hilarious.
I know, that's ironic.
Ironic.
Humanity to return to human. It like, melts almost off him in a way as he turns into the man you sort of recognize, but you can't
There
help
would-
but
Yeah,
there's that aura, that vibe, it's like almost when they close their eyes and when they're blinking, they see the monster, and it disappears every time they wake up. Like they're not sure if you're gonna just like draw again.
not to mention because his humanity was only in track 1, now it's in track 2 afterwards. And so due to the occultist, his skin has become a bit more patchy, a bit more gray. Like it's not the normal dark brown.
It didn't
It's
go
like off colored.
totally back to normal.
I mean, it's a bit difficult to see because of the lighting, but there's a very subtle difference.
I would also think, like, in that capacity, you're almost colder to the touch from the Nephilim kind of stuff too.
Possibly.
Yeah. It's pretty obvious after those words and what the action that's taken that he's not gonna rage monster and destroy you all. And the conversation's about to like shift to that next step, and you hear a really decently loud thud on the deck above where the mess hall is. Like something like climbed up the side of the boat or whatever and then jumped on the higher deck above the mess hall, and there's you hear these footsteps that imply a largeness that is, I'm loving as the narrator the irony of Luther. Like it's like the weight of Luther traded to whatever this thing is, like the hugeness of it. Like it's like Luther's Nephilim form is all of a sudden walking above you
Oh,
as he traded off, and everyone's eyes are like shot up above, and it is dragging something on the metal that is like obviously like your imagination is kind of like a giant net that has these like pieces of metal and stuff that are scraping on the ground, and he gets to the steps and kind of doorway that's like right above ish where Malik is stabilized at the door, and the door up above, and as he drags the thing through, and you once inside, as you guys listen, silenced by this idea, you hear presumably the voice of this creature, because how big this thing sounds, it does not sound like it's human. It says something. It's kind of like a weird garbly roar, but with your vigilances already set, you're able to discern he kind of like garble roar moans out something to the effect of like, Hod, I've returned. Something to that effect. At the same time, Pinky is doing what before this guy arrives?
I don't know.
So
It's a good
Pinky
question.
goes to the closest noise, and he finds a decently 20 by 15, 15 by 15 awkward ceiling because it's on the side of the boat, like workout room, if you will, for the guy, guy with in there. Does Pinky disturb the guy working out?
No, I don't think so. I think if I told him to scout, he would probably scout. I did not tell him to kill anybody, but that doesn't mean he won't, if unprompted. I'm sure.
That's true. He would then hear the guy leaving the restroom within a few minutes of listening to that, and he would skip quietly down the hall and follow this guy down another hall of this like barracks area, and there are dozens of rooms, it feels like, that he sees in this few moments that he's running around. You kind of make this U shape in the hallways, and rooms on the side, each side of the rooms kind of like in the center of the U shape. The gym area was kind of one of those far rooms on one of the top corners. Larger, to be sure. Most of these rooms are like 10 by 10s that have bunks, probably, 2 or 3 bunk levels in each room, one on each side of the room, so like 4 to 6 beds in each room. Maybe 2 if you're lucky, or 1 if you're really lucky. There's probably a couple of them. He is able to discern easily more than half of the rooms just by smell don't have anyone in them right now. About half of them do. They're either obviously asleep, or they're like up late reading, or there's one group, like I've aforementioned, that are still up drinking together in a room, kind of, laughing amongst themselves and doing the thing. It is around that time where he would hear the thump, and he would have 2 choices, really. Does he, in the immediate sense, does he return from whence he came to where the location of the thump is, to the set of stairs that he found that he knows easily would connect to where the thump is, and get a more quick, direct look on it? Or would he go out the door he's closest to, which leads to the main central deck, where there's presumably some storage bins, those large freighter bins and stuff that he would have to climb and walk between. But probably more access to different doors and things if he goes that way, and stairwells and things. So, where would he go?
He could check out the thump.
Or would you try to find the what's the word? Where the wheel is. Why can't I think of the word?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like Pinky is a smart rat. I feel like he hears Big Thump and says, maybe I shouldn't go over there.
He has a 3 in focus. That makes sense.
Yeah, he's a smart enough rat.
All right, so he'll go out the main door to the main deck, and there are storage bins, mostly all stacked in kind of the central in their area, and then they're on his left side where he comes out of the boat, if you will. He finds is like a passageway, and then there's these like group of cranes that are on the boat and some off the boat on the dock area that obviously, they help bring the different shipments and stuff on.
Oh, so we're parked. Okay, cool.
Yes, you're parked
That's
at
good info.
you're parked at a dock.
Okay,
Ooh,
that's good
that is
info.
actually really good info.
It's like
That's good info.
it's like one of those huge docks, that have like these big ass boats, that storage freighter boats. Is definitely the idea. There's a pairing of ladders at the very back end of the boat that he sees that go up to the highest kind of like viewpoint of the boat, if you will. At the very back that has some winches and things back there. And then he didn't see it when he first came out, but once he kind of looks around, near the door he came out, kind of around a weird, awkward corner and then down, are a set of stairs that lead lower into the actual hold of the boat and maybe engine room and things like that. The thud is happening above him where he's at. The stairs that go up, there's no stairs that go up, but there's a set of ladders just next to those stairs that go up to that level. The only other stairs that go up are back where he came from. So, what does he do? And then
Okay, so I'm seeing. So in my brain, physically, because now that we're describing what this location looks like, I'm gonna have to describe this self to myself. Basically, I'm gonna have to know all of these because he's gonna come back and tell me what the hell is going on. At some point. So I'm seeing multi-tiered boat. We are in like a secondary part of like the second,
basically,
like maybe third tier of the boat. Like 'cause there's maybe like
you're in the main you're on the main level of the boat.
okay, yeah. So we're on like
But
the main level of
definitely,
the boat.
if you go from bottom to top, you're on the third level. If that makes sense.
Yeah, we're on the third level. We're in like the communal area of the boat
Yeah.
where like people go to like hang out and do their thing. And then there's another one that's probably under us that's like engines and rudders and fun, all that.
Before
funky
that is the storage hold.
shit. Okay, then yeah, there's a storage hold. Then there's like more random thing. Then there's like another area
It's
above
like
us where now this.
It's like think of like a camel, like a 2-hump camel. He's between the 2 humps right now. He's on the main set of deck, and then in the back of the boat, there's this like raised hump area that goes up. That's kind of like the crow's nest area for a boat like this. And then the front end, is much bigger, and it's like an apartment structure for probably the captain and his officers.
Yeah, it's like his quarters, and it has like the
then
wheel in it.
And then it goes up even one more level above that
Mhm.
to presumably where the helm. That's where
Like the deck and the okay, I got it. Great. So he would probably want to go investigate a way out.
And I don't think Pinky would know this, but you would be able to reason this from what Pinky informs you. This isn't a commercial container vessel. This is
he doesn't understand the concept of a boat.
Yeah. but the size and the modifications, the specificity to this is definitely someone's like individualized like freighter boat, like yacht freighter thing. Like it's
like a private yacht freighter.
It's like a private freighter. Like it has yacht things qualities to it, but it's still a freighter that has a pretty large crew that you would be wondering what the fuck they're trading, because this is obviously not an official like, I don't know, like Panamex, which is one of the big
It's not like a government sanctioned boat.
No.
But like at the same time, it's like it's like one of those boats that has all of like the weird shipping containers and shit on it, like ones that you would get from China. Yeah.
They modified some sort of version of that, but then it still has that luxury yacht feel to it.
So then maybe. So so if Pinky doesn't understand the concept of the boat, but I think he understands that this is a boat that has stuff on it.
Yes.
So maybe he would want to find out what kind of stuff is on it, especially knowing that we are. I'm thinking this rat would think like if we were on open water, he'd want to find the helm of the boat. right? So that we could go take control of it like pirates, and this is our boat now.
All right.
But since
he
we're
would-
docked, he would
Oh,
probably want to find out what is on the ship and then how we can get off of it, and then come back and find me.
Okay. Well,
I imagine.
getting off is the easy question right now because you're docked.
Yeah.
Right. Easy
Yeah.
answer. So he goes down the stairs closest to him to go into the hold. If you've ever seen the second Jurassic Park,
Mm-hmm.
where they on purpose and on accident bring the T-Rex and its baby to LA, like
Yeah.
that commercial vessel was kind of my like
Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Container
Yeah,
vessel.
I got you.
So he comes down below, and there are two larger holds that have their own doors to them, and then one near the front that is almost as large, but not. It's still really big. And then there's a much smaller hold at the very, very, very front of the boat. In the back, he freezes for a second as he hears a pair of individuals come up the stairs in the very back of the boat, apparently, dealing with stuff in the storage and the engine room, which is still below you. The stairs to lead to the engine room, he looks left and right, and about 50 feet, no, about 20 to 30 feet in either direction, he has another set of stairs that he would need to run to go down to the engine room area. On this floor is just these giant storage hold, but as he takes a moment to kind of get his bearings, he hears this weird humming noise, and then he feels something. I would like Pinky to roll a... What would be like an instinct check, like an awareness check? Yeah, like an awareness check.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Awareness or wariness, I guess.
Or you could do awareness, yeah. So if you wanted if you wanted to do an empathy, use your wariness, or you wanted to do more of an active roll and do an awareness.
Okay.
Instead of empathy, of like what does he smell?
Right.
So like two different
The-
things. He feels something that makes him stop and want to take a sniff. And like
Okay.
the information you want to get from that sniff is whether or not he wants to physically smell something, or whether or not that smell gives him a vibe of what is there.
Maybe I should not go smell said thing. I should not go investigate what that is. Yeah, okay. I think I like a vibe check from Pinky. I think I'm cool for a vibe check.
Okay.
I think he
You could
would
use perception with this. To be sure.
Okay, yeah, because he would. I see him wanting to, like be rational. Obviously, he's like, if I need to check it out, like if I smell it and it's like, ooh, I don't need to go in there. Like if you're like, like, ooh, maybe I should not go in there. I'll just go tell Dad about that, and he can go in there and deal with that.
If you
As
want
much
to
as
use charisma instead of perception for this empathy check, then you could use spiritual strength.
Okay, yeah, I will do that because it's the same skill. So I think I'll use. I guess I'll put 2 into it and make it a 6.
I think he considers Current his dad, not Master.
I mean, Master Creator. It's all the same to him, probably. I would imagine. So if you're an entity like this is because this is what happens in Frankenstein, right? At some point, he finds out that like I was created by another person, and thus this person must be my father by the rules of humanity, right? So I'm wondering if like Pinky thinks the same thing of like by the rules of humanity, like Current is technically my dad, but he is also kind of like my maker. But that kind of makes him my dad, because aren't all dads makers?
Yeah.
Aren't all dads really makers? We do be making shit.
All right. With your empathy check at a 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, at a 6. I'm sorry. I said
At a
5. I meant
6.
6.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do I want to word this? You know, Pinky's, as we're just very much discussing.
That
He is
Whoa,
an
dude.
odd creature, right? He's extremely smart for what he is. You know, like a 1
Yeah.
is nothing to. I mean, a 3 is nothing to scoff at for a focus. Like a 3 in charisma is nothing to scoff at. Like he has a 3. Like to me, I'm just like, what? He has a 3 in charisma? What?
Yeah. He has more charisma than the old man that made him. This is
It's
crazy.
just like interesting the familiar rules how they work. Like they're like this perfect nasty specimen of things. I think it's kind of instead of like he kind of has a flashback.
Oh.
And he sees which he didn't see a lot of things that night, but that's still a different thing. But the second night he sort of did. Yeah, he sort of did. Okay, he flashes back to the 2 nights where you guys dealt with the coils, some weeks ago. And the feeling he gets, it's not even like the humming and vibration. And it's not even the smell of obvious blood he smells, because you're old enough to get that comes from these storage holds. It is the vibe and feeling makes him have a flashback to the screaming people that were being eaten and consumed by the sanguine apparatus. His entire being lets him know that if he goes in there, he will be killed. Is kind of where it is. But that with a 6, that's definitely high enough to. I don't know how Pinky would describe it, but you would interpret what Pinky describes as in imagery and things that this apparatus in this hold that Pinky's next to right now is sleeping, if you will. Like it feels like the hum is not as violent as it could be. Like
It's not active right now.
It's not as active for those things.
Right.
But Pinky wouldn't think to this extent, but Current, I think, would like they have crafted a mobile sanguine apparatus, or in the process.
Oh, and they're shipping people. Oh man, that's fucked up.
Human traffic.
What do you say?
Yeah. Okay.
Then it's
Fuck
fucked
yeah,
up.
dude.
Yeah. So Pinky knows. I don't think Pinky feels bad for this happening. He just knows he doesn't want to die.
Yeah, no, that makes
Like,
sense. I don't think Pinky understands the implications of what human trafficking is, because
No.
he is
He just
always
knows
being human
there's lots of
trafficked.
blood here. There have been kills here, but it's not working in the same way. It's obvious, like they're trying to recreate something that they haven't been able to recreate because you guys have messed up some things on the other side. That's a different story.
He just has the basic idea, like they have people on boat that they're killing with this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, cool, great.
Pinky with his stealth check, he would, before we switch, he would see a couple guys go up a set of stairs to go to basically the floor he was on previously. And when he sees them, these 2 that are awake and on patrol, if you will, they have these weird necklaces, and they also still have the weird triangle head pieces on.
Oh, okay.
And he's pretty sure he sees that they have guns like holstered, on them. So. But like it's like I love I've chuckled about this imagery most of the week. We have these weird triangle crystals cap things that are like weird foam cheese head size, like they're overly awkward, right? And so they're walking around trying to balance those on their head, but that's obviously they're important for some reason, but they're ridiculous, right? And
it's
then
like the pyramid head mask, like it's just big as fuck.
And then
for no reason.
and then they have these like big like amulet necklace things on over their drapey black kind of almost trash bag robe things that they look like on. Like they look ridiculous. Like it's just but there's a reason why, and we'll get there. Maybe. So nevertheless, they're going upstairs to continue their patrol. It's obviously they're the two guards that have the night kind of patrol thing. And Pinky will nod at that, and does he take advantage of that to go back upstairs, or does he go to the engine room?
Engine room gives me ideas because Pinky's a bit of a pyro. This guy might try to blow this whole motherfucking boat up.
Hey, that's the thought in my head right now.
Yeah, he's a bit of a pyro, to be honest.
He only has driven how many cars into how many
He would
people?
scout it. Yeah, no, I know if I know anything about this rat, and I know what kind of things Seth's trying to put me into. If there's anything that we've characterized this rat to be, it's insane. And so he's gonna go scout the engine room of the blow upable boat.
Okay.
Like,
He goes to the front of the boat. Those stairs are a little closer. And opposite to where the guys are below. And this isn't Pinky's pretty smart, but he doesn't know mechanical things. Like
No.
he helps you a little bit with some of your necromancy because he enjoys squelching sounds, I feel, but that's a different thing. Nevertheless,
I was gonna say I don't think current is like
This-
I have big
biology.
machinery doctor.
it's like sterilely clean down here in a way. It's kind of like very different than the rest of the boat, and it's obviously the engine, and it's off right now, like it's docked and everything, so no humming or da da da. It's still the humming from up above, but the engine is directly connected to the 3 storage holds up above in a way that reminds Pinky of the spires that shot out of the sanguine apparatus from the ceiling of the kind of look like organ spires.
Oh, so we're gonna have to blow up the boat is basically what that's what you're saying to me.
He would walk around a little bit, and then at the very front of the boat, he would find a very large control panel that he knows nothing about. So, but he looks nearby, and I would like you to roll a luck check for Pinky to see if he finds a fireman's axe in this room.
Oh my god.
Let's see.
If he rolls any positive,
Yeah,
It's
I think he does.
pristine. It's a pristinely sharpened fireman's axe.
okay, it's okay. It's with a 2. I'm gonna say that it's in the place it needs to be in, but obviously it was broken at some time already on
They
purpose.
had to use it for something.
So like he doesn't have to break the glass; he just has to like,
Oh
jump up and
no!
grab it, so he doesn't have to worry about any noise coming from it. But I would like Pinky to roll a dexterity-based security check to see if he will get cut by the glass as he jumps up, because he's not huge size; he's still small, so he has to jump up a little bit.
You said security?
Yeah, with dexterity.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure he has like a.
Sure, he has an A. I'm pretty sure he has an S, yeah. So I think he should be fine.
Yes. Well, let's see.
We're at a 5. Do I want to spend? I'll spend the 1. I'll make it a 6. We'll make it an even 6.
With a 6, he does like a weird backflip and grabs it with his tail and swings it into his paws as he lands.
Did my boy just do an ollie with a fire axe? Is that what you're saying to me?
Yes.
Oh
and
hell no!
he needs to like it. It's still pretty big for him, but he's like a small halfling size by this point.
It's a
What the
two-hander.
fuck do you mean? He's a small
Pinky is the
guy.
main character. We're all just his sidekicks.
Holy shit.
His tail just is like huge, guys. I'm just like, he's wrapped around his tail a couple times around the base of the axe to really stabilize it, and then his two front paws are near the top of it to like really like aim it, you know.
At the
And
point, I'm gonna have to start lying to people and telling them that he's my son. Like he's so big.
In what reality would anyone believe you?
well,
That's what I mean.
you never.
The answer is that you got to start looking more like a rat.
This is my rat.
People
No,
did
you got
try-
to start looking more like a rat so that people will believe that Pinky is your
Oh,
son.
you're right. Oh man. So what you're saying is what I should do is take for what Seth gave me, I should take one of those those werewolf things so that I have access to full transformation.
That's right.
So I can become the were-rat.
Okay. Seth needs to take a quick potty break. With that. I love Pinky. He makes me so
I love him.
He makes me so happy. So we need to get the rest of the party caught up with the moments of when Pinky starts to go ham on the engine room.
The control
With that.
panel
Oh my
on
God.
the engine.
And
like,
and then me rolling preceding luck checks to see what happens.
Oh.
For those things. So like
Well, the
as
good
a
news
reminder,
is we won't have to worry about guards because they'll all
No.
be so worried about blowing up.
well,
fucking
this
ship.
I love this. I'm not a yet again. But the rest of you are still in that weird silent mode as you hear those giant footsteps above you, and then it yell, "Hod, I'm back." And then up above you, there's obviously more reaction. It's more reactions from the rooms up above you in this like tower structure of the yacht, if you will. So think about what you want to do. I'm gonna take a quick like 4 or 5 minute and go get some more water and a potty break. We'll be right back.
Ooh, I
should do the
have
same.
a fun idea. So, because I'm also a medium, technically, I should also be affected by the haunting level. So,
Are we communal haunting? Is that
Yes.
what we're doing?
yes. So, like, because I could, although
'Cause it's at 2.
I'm at
So-
I'm at 52 humanity, and if so I want to be very careful with spending right now. But I'm wondering if perhaps if this like, I mean, it could be a number of things, right? Whatever this big motherfucker is, but if he happens to be a Nephilim, which maybe Seth would do that. I don't fucking know. I'm wondering if Luther could sense through the haunting, like a connection to that. I'm wondering. But also, I find it funny that because Pinky doesn't understand mechanical shit, but Pinky also doesn't. I don't think he fully understands that Luther is a mechanic.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, no.
No, I don't
Which
think he
is-
understands that you have a real job that like could fix what he's doing. You could do it in
Yeah.
like a way classier way than
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you
Luther could
motherfucker.
Luther could actually just spend like a minute looking at it and figure out, oh yeah, so this is how it like it's an engine and this is how it all connects to everything. So if I do this, then it'll blow up in like a few minutes. Okay. Meanwhile, Pinky, so instead
he's
Pinky's
like, I don't know how this shit works. I'm just gonna grab an axe and break it. How about that? It
don't
won't
know
work
how
if
this-
I break the control panel, right?
I don't know how this shit works. Ooh, is that an axe? Let me swing it. Hmm.
Although
What?
I do have visions of Pinky. It's crazy. Every time we talk about this thing, he gets bigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude.
So
like,
every time like I start the session with like an accurate like interpretation of him, thinking like, oh, he's right now. The last time we talked about him, he was like, yeah, he walked on like 2 legs and has opposable thumbs and has a large tail and he's like the size of a small dog.
yeah.
Now he's like halfling sized, which is like
2 feet.
a little bit bigger than a small dog.
It's like 2 to 3
Like,
feet. Yeah.
That's a little bit bigger than a small dog.
And you were about to throw him as well.
Oh yeah. I was
prob-
about to toss him.
Probably like, but we could say like part of the reason why you didn't toss him is like you kind of were like, wait, what? When did you get bigger? It's like, why are you so heavy? Fuck.
I also don't know why I see Pinky doing like where he can contract himself. I don't know, like it's weird. Like he's not fully together. Like I don't know. Like he's kind of gross. Like
It's like he has room inside of his body and he can like squish it together.
yeah.
To be
Oh,
more, he can
yeah.
just be more compact. And because he doesn't need to like breathe, if you got like a suitcase, he could just like, if like a small suitcase, he could like just bunch himself up into like a gross flesh ball.
Ew, yeah.
But
Because
like,
he doesn't technically have a use for organs.
and because this is pre 9/11, right? You could easily go through. You could just easily go through the airport with him in the suitcase. So it's like there's no checks, but if someone like happens to open the suitcase, they just
What is
see
all this
Pinky.
gross goop inside of your fucking suitcase, man?
They see his eye just staring at them. Oh.
In reality, it sounds like Pinky is just flubber and chooses to be a form of rat.
Oh my god! Oh
In
my
most
god!
cases.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That is
Sounds
like that is like perfect symbolism. Why
That's
do I
really
think
what it sounds like right now. It's that he's like
he's an
flubber and
evil-
chooses
he's an
form of
evil
rat.
form- Yeah, he's an evil rat version of Flubber.
Okay, wait. No,
He's
he
a
was
flubber.
a rat, but he is like morphed into Flubber.
But now he's become
Oh, alright,
flubber.
I missed some context then. But that's okay.
No,
That-
because he keeps getting bigger, right? But he was
Yeah.
originally just a rat. But as he gets bigger, it's like because we
He is
thought,
getting
okay, he
bigger
was a
every
small
session.
dog. He was like a small dog, right?
Yeah.
Before, but now he's halfling size, so that's at least 2 to 3 feet of height, right? So it's like, does he like can he like compact himself and like
Yeah,
just into
like,
a gross little
He's
ball?
like Osmosis Jones.
So now he's just Flubber. Now he's
And here's
Flubber.
And so
part,
here's
of
and so I,
me, part of me wants to say yes, and part of me wants to say it's all tail, and everything else just comes from the tail. Like, I just,
oh yeah, but the tail's the only thing that's real.
yes.
Oh fuck. No, because like I mean that makes sense. Because what were we just talking? I was like, I have this idea of him melding forms to like become like I keep making the
Yeah.
joke of him being a dragon or
Well,
like
if
putting him
you're
inside of a
already-
shark.
Well, if like you're doing familiar stuff, like if you wanted to like multi-class into another class that uses like a companion in some ways, like the things you could manipulate with Pinky would be hilarious.
You turn him like
Yeah.
a part homunculus, or maybe go
Yeah,
eminent.
like
with
I
forms.
like as a
Oh,
DM.
shit.
As a
Is that-
DM, I would like lean into that and be like,
Oh
"Fuck,
my
why
God.
not?" Like that is such
Dude,
a
that could be the other one. So the other idea I was thinking about
Would it be
for-
broken? Probably.
It would be broken. It'd be very
Like-
scary.
But we have a
'Cause, like-
fucking like all of you are broken.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
Wait.
All
But,
of
like,
you are broken.
But like, if you
Uh,
go like, what if you multi-classed eminent and combine that with like
Oh
the
my
idea of
God.
the spirits from medium, right?
Oh my god! Like Pinky summons like spiritual forms of himself. Or
Oh my god!
I don't know, Pinky.
They're like
Pinky
clone
becomes the
Pinkies.
one-man band. He gets rid of everyone else.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get back on track a little bit.
I love the Frankenstein. I think I'm going in the form of the Frankenstein physical, him
Well,
becoming a monster,
okay,
growing
okay.
up and being.
Here's an idea where I had on my quick little break of Pinky. You're making a megalodon thing, right?
Yeah, we're making him into a thing.
Okay, okay. Walk with me for a second. This is a little bit of a stretch.
Oh my god! Okay, let him cook.
Yeah.
Okay, you have like Pinky, but like he's like Avatar blue people with the megalodon.
Yes,
Yes.
dude, that's what I'm thinking.
Like
We're on the
I was
same-
thinking-
his tail
Yes.
is able to connect to its spine in some way to where he can control it in
Yes.
some way, and
he is the pilot.
and then he's able to like do that with different creatures, you know. So
Yeah.
thereafter, which is like okay, it's like a weird way of like if you took like an like a pathokinetic or you know
Oh, if I took
psychic
pathokinetic,
ability,
I could just have him attached to people.
or even like dark fascinism from the vampire thrall. You know, that's a way to like interpret how that ability would work. Or even you just like take like a high rank in like presence, or he all of a sudden gets presence out of nowhere, like because why not? I don't know. Like it's a way to interpret it. But to me, my brain is just like, I don't know. I just watched the third Avatar, and like Pinky's tail does weird things, so that's where my brain is like.
Yeah.
His tail is like their weird braid thing that grows.
Well, see, but like my fucking idea for that stems from like if I took pathokinetic. Let's say I took pathokinetic. The pathokinetic ability for Dr. Adrian Curtin wouldn't be like Jedi hand trick. Like you now listen to me. It would be like, oh, Pinky sneaks up your fucking back of your leg, goes to the back of your head, sticks his tail into your like ear, and now controls you. Yeah, like that'd be disgusting. That'd be fucking horrifying.
That is one of the things I really do enjoy about this game is
But I also see Pinky just being like, why would I control a person when I could just walk up and bone skewer the inside of their fucking head, and then make them a vessel for me to walk around and do stuff, and then when I'm done with them, Current will just turn them into a zombie.
well,
So
it's kind of like he's not like they're not going to be okay when he's done. Like that's the thing.
Could just,
it's
or he
not
could
like
just
a traditional pathokinetic where they're like, "Oh, I had a weird dream." No, you have this like scar in the back of your head, and you need brain surgery because.
Well, it's like, and by the time they're done with them, it's like they're like brain dead cooked. So it's like, oh, you can't even. They're not even a person anymore. So Adrian will just turn them into a zombie.
All right. Is.
Oh, but does that mean that like Pinky could do like if we're talking about Avatar, could he like latch onto a person and use their vocal cords to talk? Like, what kind of shit are we fucking around with, Seth? What have you done to my brain? No.
I don't know.
Every campaign, it seems, makes Brent suffer.
The demons are awaking.
It's okay. We'll figure it out. I don't know. That I like that answer. We'll figure it out. We'll see.
No.
Like. It's also like there's a layer that I thought was interesting in the witch tree that like doesn't do really anything connected to coercing or manipulating people, and that's like a big part of like witch lore, I feel, in some ways.
I mean, there is one ability that could make people coerce and speak to you and tell you what you want to know. It just requires you to drain them of their inner fluids.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the overloads. Yeah, it's a difference.
It just requires you to be
I'm
like,
just gonna kill
hey.
everyone in the room. Yeah.
Yeah, tell me what you know, or you're gonna bleed from your fucking mouth.
You will bleed from every orifice.
Well, part of that is like the fetish ability. Like you can get bonuses on persuasion and stuff if you do it, but I guess that's part of it. But that's a different answer. All right, there's a big monster up above you all, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Apparently.
To which set I have this question because I had the thought, okay, the haunting level is really something that mainly affects mediums and what they can do, right? Luther is a medium, so he is affected by the haunting level. Now, this might be a stretch. Could Luther sense others like himself through the haunting?
Like, know if Dr. Current's a medium?
No, if there's another Nephilim nearby.
Interesting.
Because I mean, the giant hulking monster could be anything, but if he happened to be an Nephilim, I don't know. Would he be sensed?
Uh, scroll. Interesting. I think I like the idea. I think it makes sense. In some capacity. I also am now questioning as I play this game in the future. Should haunting level be something more dynamic at the same idea? So, nevertheless, I think what I like to narrate here is, well, Luther hasn't set his vigilance yet. Does he want to set his vigilance?
Let's
Because hearing things in the current position is kind of, helpful.
I think he, sure. I think he would at least be, Bleh. At least, bleh. Brain. Words. He would at least be conscious, I would say, enough to. He'd have his shit together enough to think I should probably
Listen,
fo-
pay attention.
pay attention a bit more. 3 vigilance is based off of perception. So I'll bump it to a 5. Spend 2 strain on that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. The image that is coming in my brain now, that you would like pick up on in like a ethereal sense almost, is in a somewhat similar way to how you almost can hear or feel, sense the spirits that follow Dr. Current. And I think the presence of the zombie in the room kind of adds some of that extra pressure to that, because this zombie had a very powerful spirit, if you will, within it. I think that connects in the same way to like how people in our own world even say like those who have been through war or whatnot and have killed many. There's this like weight. There's this like pressure. There's these ghosts, right, that follow them in a lot of ways. It's the whole symbolism as an English teacher in the Odyssey when he goes to the underworld is all about that idea. The multiple kind of scenes in that idea, like those, the PTSD kind of ghost thing. I think there's like that vibe, but like Luther as he's like looking above him at this thing, it's you hear the footsteps, you hear this guy's words of "Hod, I'm back," but echoed under his voice or behind his footsteps, you hear like the footsteps of other scenes that he destroyed, like conversations, not even like incomplete conversations of these ghosts that like we're having a conversation about, I don't know, whatever, selling stock or whatever. Like this guy has killed indiscriminately just as much as on purpose. And those spirits like follow him in like a weird like echo of life. And that pressure, I think draws your attention to how, once you allow the ghosts of the haunting to kind of share their imagery with you as they realize that they can. It's not just like current that hears them. Like there's like voices and imagery. I think more auditory. I really love the idea of the auditory with all the metal and stuff of the ship, and like but the creaking from the waves kind of adding and everything. I really like that imagery. But besides the point, like he has killed these people in horrendous ways that I don't think directly tell you he's Nephilim, but like he has similar powers to you, if that makes sense. And that he's able to summon a similar strength to you. If that makes sense. He is Nephilim. I'll be honest with that, with just the idea of I really like the idea that Nephilim can kind of recognize each other maybe as this like following of their spirit, and what their spirit is kind of dragged through as it's maintained its existence on the material plane, if you will, fighting the liminality, that like they have to fight with. And it's like I don't know, I have this weird image of like a Predator view, or even like the first Batman with that weird like digital device that allows him to like 3D view things in the building. There's like a moment where that all disappears. Like you see all the structures, and it's just this like entity that has a giant essence and mouth, and it's just like it's up above you, and you I don't know. He is Luther's been there through most of the investigation to this idea, but I believe, but he looks like a fucking crocodile. It's like what the silhouette you see. Like he's just like this walking mouth, crocodile mouth is what he looks like.
I have notes for this.
I don't.
Um
I want to add two things to this. One for mediums at the second humanity, they start hearing voices that no one else can hear. To add to the idea of the spirits talking, but also I will I'm going to spend a humanity to activate psychometry, but instead of gaining the object version, I will instead use it to increase the haunting by 1. So the haunting level should be at a 3 now.
Is that 3 now?
Yes.
Yeah. Ghost. Yeah, I think I start getting a little freaked out by that too, because I'm like, oh, these ghosts are fucking rowdy, man. What's up with
Okay.
that?
It was already gonna be there in some capacity, but going to a 3, right? Each penalty. Okay. I like just in a narrative sense, like it's you guys hear it more clearly, and like definitely current more so than Luther. I feel like
Yeah.
I see dead people, Sixth Sense kind of a like you like Luther kind of, but I think Dr. Current literally a couple spirits, the spirit of you mean not Dr. Sergeant Hansen, who's your zombie, is just here and looks at you, uh, dead, torn, and disperses. You see a couple of visages, and then, Luther hears those voices or might see a vestige of them. The rest of you would start to, it's like the wind picks up, like a door slams shut. You hear weird whispers in the distance down the hall, each of you in separately from each other. It's not like actual noise, right? It's that spiritual like jerking. that's happening. And I think Oliver would be a little bit more than the other two, Siegfried and the others be a little bit more tenuous to that idea just because of the occultist kind of nature um, of things and like how they can break between worlds in the simplest sense. But I do like the idea also of like Siegfried's axe, like something to the effects of like something Siegfried wouldn't hear, but like the axe would impress upon you, maybe not so much say Siegfried, but this idea, if you will, where it's enjoying the music of the spirits, their pain and suffering, their screams, all the spirits in this one place.
You are one fucked up piece of junk.
Yeah, he is. Uh, the spirit song is what I'll probably call it for my notes for now. But to the point of circling back to one thing with Oliver, I kind of like the idea of like Oliver hearing Silas's voice, in part of the voices, like his dying scream, even as like the haunting level increases. And it's also because of what this boat is that Pinky hasn't been able to inform you all about yet. This boat has a pressure to it that hints towards a spiritual connection already that this boat has prior to whatever it's been turned into now. So where, um, Dr. Current and Luther, I had to siphon through names for a second there, they would see and hear, Dr. Current, before, like before, see more than hear, specific people that haven't haunted you before that are haunting this boat, that are like, have been killed on this boat. You or maybe this boat sunk at some point, people died, and then it isn't no longer sinking. And this boat looks brand new, but the design is sort of old as well. Like it's kind of has this 1920s vibe to it, but it has like all new like mechanics and things within it. And it's been refurbished and remade to be this more sleek, modern design at the same time. But it's like the base chassis, I guess. I don't know the actual word, but in boat terms, but like the base chassis of this, the frame of this, the general blueprint and walkout of this was older. And I don't know. It's like not. It's not as a big enough. There's not enough people that could ride this boat, and nor is it big enough to compare to like Titanic vibe. But there's like that vibe, like this. A lot of people, dozens, 100 or more people have been killed on this boat, whether recently or in the past. And those ghosts are all now realizing that there's someone here able to listen to them, able to maybe set them free, if you will. And you all get this sinking feeling, I think, that this is a horrible place. Like, yeah, it's just, there's this like chills go up your goosebumps, whatever you want to call it. All of you have this just weird vibe that I think happens.
I think
The
then
footsteps are obviously walking away from you further down to the back of the boat, and other footsteps meet with them. And before you guys narrate anything else, they go about, what is that, 40-50 feet away from you all, and you hear them better because there must be like a balcony that like is up above the central part of the boat, where the like storage kind of gets loaded into the hold, and they're kind of all have met on that balcony with this monster that's returned, and he's debriefing them in simplest terms of whatever he has with him. You're not close enough to hear specifically what they're saying without an awareness check. If you wanted to stay where you're at, like open the door and kind of listen down the hallway, it would echo enough down the hallway, you get the impression, for you to hear at least bits and pieces of it. You could definitely get closer, but what did you want to say, Eros?
uh Luther would, the first thing he would say, would just be, "That's a Nephilim."
Now,
It's like a
has
constant.
has Luther mentioned that he even is a Nephilim yet? Oh,
No, no, he has not.
If
And so
you
then-
have any rank in knowledge eldritch, you know what it is. In theory, you can decide whether or not you've actually seen one before.
I think he's saying this more reactionary, like because he's never met another of his kind, and
Yeah,
especially
and
with
that's
all the
also kind of like
horrifying, with all the horrifying shit surrounding it. It's just
Yeah,
kind of
it's like Luther saying Voldemort almost too. It's like
Yeah.
acknowledging the monster's existence makes it more alive, kind of thing. Yeah. So if any of you have knowledge eldritch, you know what a Nephilim is. Understanding that's Luther is a Nephilim, and understanding that they're not winged angels from the Catholic version, or weird multi-legged beast monsters from other versions, which he kind of is in a way if you think about it, in some ways. But like, it's a very, I think, jaunting perspective. Malik would just shake his head and be like, I don't care what he is. Are we getting the fuck out of here, or are we taking care of him?
I don't know. I have my rat currently casing the place, trying to figure out what the vibe is at the moment. But if these ghosts are pissed off like this,
Where
It's
would
not
we get the
looking
fuck
too
out
good.
to? We're on the boat.
well, that's why I've sent the rat.
if we're docked, we can just walk off.
Oh, okay.
And
Luther,
Go
you're
first.
the one that took us here. Do you have
I
any
don't.
idea where we are?
I I barely even remember what happened. I wasn't in control.
You kind of went loco in the cuckoo.
Well, wherever we are, I don't want to be here very long. I don't think it's a very good place. So I don't know what the vibe is. I don't know if we're waiting for the rat to get back if we want to go up there.
Do you
That
have any-
poor fucker over there is unconscious.
Do you have any information from him yet? From Pinky? I remember you mentioning that you could see through his eyes or something.
Oh no, he'll come back to me. He'll come back to me at some point. I'll figure it out. Oh, I guess I
Brandon?
could find out where he is. I could find out where he is.
Yeah. If you want to do
Just
that, you
not-
can do that. You can also roll me a luck check to
Oh.
see if the pathway that Pinky chooses to return from after axing the ship will get him seen.
Mm.
And if it's a horrible enough luck check, they'll actually hear him axe it.
It's flat.
It's
It's flat.
okay. So with a flat check, I would like Pinky to roll a stealth check to not be seen by one possible pair of eyes.
Okay.
Just because
One's-
there's enough on the deck he would have to go to by this point to return to you all that there's possibly one that
Could we by chance call it an 8? If I just
Ethan?
used everything?
if you used everything, cool. They were
We'll use the what is it, the +2 in lieu and the temp strain. We'll make it an 8.
they were at
4d6.
He was never there. Must have
He
been
was
wind.
never there. He was
Okay,
almost there.
So, on a scale of situational severity,
Mhm.
meaning a 1, 2, or 3, how violent was Pinky towards this?
Oh, fuck. Well, you know what? We could answer this question.
Roll a d3 to see how much effort he put
Oh,
into it.
two. Like,
All
Moderate
put a
amount.
fair bit into it.
A moderate amount. He hit some vital things that make it to where like nothing's going to explode down in the engine room, but things are not working in any way. You know, like he hit key lines to like the computer and electricity to like tell things what to happen and do. The engine technically still works, like, but you can't turn it on unless you go to the engine room and fiddle with like the manual mechanics and things like that. And then the
Oh, yeah, and then he's going to look and see that the manual mechanics have been just absolutely fucked beyond belief with a...
Yeah. So
With an
Pinky goes ham with the axe. And I would just like to say he by luck, not even this luck, there was another luck check I did on my end for like basically to represent the guards like changing their patrol for whatever random reason. Insert random reason here because they wanted to, if nothing else. And it rolled negative on every time to where Pinky like is literally there is no one within Pinky within two levels of the boat right now as he's hacking through the ship. So
Bruh.
no one hears this. The echoes are kind of like completely muffled because it's in the engine, which is like this the most heavily layered part of the ship. And then above him is the storage hold that has all these huge apparatuses and metal and things and bodies and God knows what else inside of those holds that is muffling noise as well. Luck has been on his favor, guys. I like very much
Pinky.
tonight.
Lucky rat.
I love it. Okay, and then he's able to actually locate with that luck check. I'm gonna say, as well, a separate set of stairs that come to. Oh no, they don't. Never mind. He's basically with that 8. He sneaks right underneath the nose of this balcony where they're all talking, and they don't even know. I like the idea of the flubber moment where somehow he's smaller as he sneaks past them, and somehow he's like the size of a rat again, and it makes no sense. And I and then like the camera blinks as the door of the silhouette changes from him opening and closing it, and as he skitters out of the shadow, all of a sudden he's bigger again, and as he skitters out the hallway, and then he knocks with his tail, the appropriate knock he was told by Malik to return with, so Malik knows to open the door, and the Pinky skitters within, and then it's a scene of pantomime and grunting and hissing, using his tail and feet and whatever, probably even grabbing Adrian or Malik's fingers to have them like represent something, as he explains the whole situation. I'm not sure how to handle this check of interpretation of what you guys get from this, because
Maybe.
Pinky doesn't directly speak, right? So I think if Pinky rolls versus your wariness is a good way to handle this. As Pinky does some sort of charisma based, I don't know, presence or performative check of some sort to impress upon you the layers of what he just experienced.
Okay.
Could we also say if he fails that we could do an
We get the
empathy
wrong
check?
information.
Like we could do an empathy check to try and understand.
If individual members want to, sure. I think, yeah, it's you spending strain. If you're like, okay, go away. Explain.
Yeah.
Do that one part again. Do the circle again. I think I
One
got
word.
One word.
Yeah, we're playing
Five
fucking charades
syllables.
with a rat.
Oh,
One
Oh!
word. 5 syllables.
gosh.
It's terrible. I can spend 2. I'll spend 2 for a 4, which I believe will hit my wariness.
It's mine.
Well, it's his wariness.
Oh, his wariness is also a 3. Or no, his is a 3. Yeah,
No, you're. Oh no, you're. Yeah, you
maybe
guys
against
have to
our
hit-
wariness.
You guys. Well, that's what I wanted to do originally. Some of you got gung ho, I think, but that's okay. He's rolling a presence charisma check versus your all
Yes.
wariness
Yeah.
Yeah.
of
So he's
trying
at
to
8.
impress upon you. So he needs
4.
to roll. He does not have presence, at least from what I see from his sheet.
Oh, true.
So
Fuck.
he does have a 3 in charisma.
Yeah, 3 in charisma. Can spend
You can only spend
Polish
one
train?
brain then.
so
Yeah.
3, so I can get him to a 3.
Still
I
hits mine.
will say with current, he gets a,
Okay.
if that makes sense. Like you make more
Yes.
sense of him because
Yes.
you understand more of his weird gestures.
Yeah, it's like they're playing charades. They go through the whole thing of playing charades, and then I'm just like, yeah, he's saying this. I got it. I understand what he's saying.
All
right.
He hits my wariness of 3. I think
okay.
I understand it. I pick up what
I
he's
think-
putting down.
I think most
I'm
of
picking
you,
up what you're putting down.
most
OG.
of you, most of you get the vibe. It looks like yes, where he walks through a incredible puppet show, almost of like him going to the level, hearing the thump, up above the different like storage holds.
There's
the weird
obviously an
vibe.
exaggerated sword fight in it.
Yeah, where he
It's-
fought the engine of the boat.
Yeah,
And you're like,
he fought a deadly foe, but the deadly foe is actually just the control panel of the boat.
yes.
Yeah,
Bravely defended us.
he bravely defended us. Yeah,
And
such an asshole, bro.
oh goodness gracious,
He's
guys, it's hilarious. All right, he gets done with the pantomime. Takes a couple minutes. You guys get what's going on. The boat is. There's still the muffled conversation kind of happening on the balcony. They've been very much wrapped in the conversation. Gentlemen, luck is still on your side. It's obvious. They haven't come to investigate the mess hall in any way, shape, or form right now. They
Lovely.
believe everyone's asleep, obviously, or whatever. They don't know you're here, or they don't care, or they're setting their own plan. It's very obvious. It's more likely the first one, right? You guys have your wariness, I would say, with your 3s and 4s, which is where most of you are at. You're like, okay. If you want to affect your wariness higher, you're more than welcome to at any point. But what do you guys want to do?
Okay, so basically, are we trying to one of 3 things in my mind? Are we trying to fight? Are we trying to blow this thing up? Or are we just trying to get away?
Well, knowing what we know now with the rat, what do we think? What does everybody feel? What
The
would
boat's
everybody
obviously
be
not
feeling?
going anywhere anytime soon with what the rat
Yeah.
did.
But that doesn't solve the moving apparatus question.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what do we do with that if we want to get rid of that now?
You guys at this point, you're waiting for an answer, and it took you until now to realize that Malik hasn't closed the door since Pinky's returned and is like has his head out. Is listening. He's not like he's listening to something. He's obviously like wrapped up in their conversation, and that's the thing. And like I think once Pinky even sees that, I would say Pinky would come over and like tap him on the leg, kind of like wake him up, and Malik would be like, "Oh, sorry," and he takes another like triple take, before he closes the door. And once everyone's staring at him, when he turns back, he would say, I think I know one of them.
Oh, that's
One-
not
one's
that.
a
Oh,
ghost?
that's probably not the info we needed right now. But
think- None of you were there when this happened, but it's someone I've known for most of my life. And then a couple weeks ago, when I was right before I met all you, I was sent on a, you know, recon mission. There was a small version of the apparatus, almost set up like a, I don't know, a radar, as best as Mr. Sterling explained to me. And he wanted me to just find it, take it out. And when I was there was one of these cultists that I faced there, and he ran away, and I turned a corner, and there was this crazed homeless man, and it was a little chaotic. He was obviously being affected, but then down the alleyway, I saw we used to be friends. His name was Felix then. He goes by Flexor now. He's
oh, we know a thing or two about Flexor,
oh,
don't we?
That's a dumb
he's
name.
here. That's him. He's boasting out there, telling some story like he always does. He's not as big as you, Luther, nor as the rest of you, but he's a fighter. He's been in martial arts his whole life, and I don't know, he sounds different, angrier almost. We're not friends now, and with what he did in the alleyway, I don't know if I want to talk with him, but I don't think leaving him here is the right thing either. And I wish Gothic was here to kind of roleplay some of this, but narrative demands in some capacity. He would kind of turn to you all with like, what do you think he should do? This is an old childhood friend that has turned to the dark side that he has a chance to save or confront, but that obviously will create other chaos. Is that worth what to do? And he's the guy that's sort of in charge of you right now. So I think in another capacity, if this was Gothic, I'd be asking him, does he push the leadership and order you all to do something that he thinks is the best thing to do because he is the cell leader? Or does he fail at that order because he's too wrapped up in his own emotions of this connection to this old friend?
Well, he's partially catatonic. Partially catatonic.
Yeah, brain
I think,
bleed.
I think jokes aside, Luther would say we can't just let this apparatus stay here. But as like Malik probably looks, yeah, he's not physically hurt, but he looks exhausted, right? From probably all the strain and humanity he's had to spend surviving that Draugr attack. And then of course his own
A good amount of rest, yes.
yeah.
It would be good. He of all of you actually looks the best, but he's yeah. Ironically, with the humanity he gained recently, he's actually much better than he used to be. But
Yeah.
it's I'm not gonna make him happen to it, but like three of his motivations have to do with this character.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so Luther would continue then. If I get to the engine room, I could likely figure out a way, assuming Pinky didn't damage it too much. I could probably rig it to explode, which might hopefully destroy the apparatus as well.
In
I
my
could
personal
fight.
opinion, On that note, on my personal opinion of you fighting, you look like shit. And the last time you decided to fight us too. So, sorry if I'm a little skeptical on wanting to break down the door and kill all of these guys, which normally I would be. I got this new cool zombie. I still got Pinky. I'm down to I'm down to crack some skulls. Okay, on most occasions. But I think today we gotta just take our chances and leave, man. I think maybe we can't do much about this one, though.
Begrudgingly, Pinky kind of sets the axe down.
No offense, man, but you need a bath. Bath.
Luther shakes his head at that, like, that's the least of my concerns. I'm not saying that I want to fight. I'm only saying I'm afraid of what would happen if we had to battle. But I can't let this boat stay here. Especially with that other Nephilim on the boat. No. I have to do something to delay whatever's going on. I won't blame anyone else for leaving.
No, I think you're right, Luther. We've all seen what those things can do. We've seen what it does to people, what it does on its own. We can't just let it be here. Let them do whatever it is that they're going to do with it. We have to destroy it, but if that other Nephilim is here, I don't know if we can take him on right now. Dr. Current, do you remember the first conductor that we disabled together, the two of us?
With
We didn't have to blow. We didn't have to destroy anything. We didn't have to break anything. We just went and we shut it down ourselves.
Oh yeah. Oh, you mean with this? And he pulls it out of his pocket. It's like, you mean with this?
So if we shut down the apparatus without anyone knowing, and we figure out a way to get off the boat entirely silently, do you think that would be possible?
Could be possible, but we'd all have to make our way down to the room in which this apparatus is not in, or I guess is in.
Well, there's two
Unseen,
ways.
undetected, all of us, all 5 of us.
You hear right here that makes you all pause for a second. Not coming near you, but near the central part of the boat on the main deck, which you guys are like 50 feet away from ish. And like 2 floors, you hear a loud and from the creature aforementioned, probably jumping down from the upper deck to the lower deck is kind of your assumption. Their conversation on the balcony seems to have wrapped up, and that those footsteps trail more to the back of the boat from the big Nephilim monster that you guys are seemingly talking about here. And there's a weird conversation echoed from the patrol members that went up to the crow's nest area as he yells something at them and scares them or something to that effect. And then he like disappears. The noise dissipates and disappears into the back half of the boat as the monster's obviously going down the steps to the lower hold area. And that's kind of happening as you guys continue this conversation, but you pause there definitely after that initial thump and footsteps, because it would be very loud. Just, the Nephilim thing is interesting to me. Like, I had to use gigantic form. It's just such a fun ability.
is.
It's just
It
like
It's also very scary.
Yeah.
We're trying to be silent. And you're using it as like a jump scare mechanic. It's kind of cool. Like, it's really fucking freaky.
You
I
hear
love
the
it.
fucking monster running around in the vents, basically.
Yeah, like we're trying to be quiet, trying not to make noise, like whispering this whole conversation, and then we just hear like a like oh
We're
fuck.
hiding under the bed, and then the
With-
monster's like sitting up on top of it. You know?
Yeah.
with those few moments, I don't know. Jared will say, who is in the workout room, is done with his workout, and is obviously taking advantage of the big monster walking away from this part of the boat to leave and create more. Like you definitely like it wouldn't be surprising by that idea. And you hear someone walk very quickly down the hallway to one of the other barrack bedrooms, and a door closes, and Jared goes to bed. Is kind of the vibe.
Nice.
You guys, with your wariness and vigilance right now, other than the monster bringing things down to the hold and noises echoing from his movement, the rest of the boat gets pretty silent. It's early in the morning. Whoever's been up all night, it's to the point where some people are going to try to get some rest before sunrise or whatever, or go to their personal rooms and do whatever they're going to do. You definitely get, like, if you're going to take advantage of the ambush this could be or leave, this is the best time to do it.
Okay. Preface. This is a terrible idea. All of this horrendous idea. But if we're gonna go, we gotta go now. Okay, do we want to break this fucking machine or not? And that could be any machine. That could be the apparatus. That could be the boat. I don't give a fuck at this point. What are we doing?
We could split up. We could do it so that a group goes to destroy the control panel, and then another group of us goes to make sure that the apparatus is broken, and that way it diverts their attention so that they can't so that even the crew won't be able to deal with both of them at the same time.
No, splitting up is too dangerous. We can't split
What
up
the
because we
fuck?
have one guy injured.
Current. Can't you just have Pinky take that remote, disable the apparatus, and escape on his own?
Yeah, I mean, I could do that too.
And then
Current, I would like you to roll a focus check, raw focus check.
A raw focus check. Can I ask what it is? Like, is it is it pertaining to a perception-based thing?
No.
Like, am I gonna know? Okay, it's not.
Well, it's about
Okay.
remembering a specific thing that Pinky pantomimed.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I want to activate this overload of spirit guardians at some point. You said raw focus.
Raw focus, so 3DF plus your
Okay.
focus.
Oh fuck.
I'm trying to overload. You're not giving me the chance.
But yeah.
Trying to blow my load here. Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's really bad. Oh, that's really bad. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, it's not
Yeah,
negative.
Oh,
No.
It's not negative, but you don't remember. So that's that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I remember, but he didn't forget.
Luther, you would continue. I can go to the engine room alone. No one
Oh,
else. No one else understands mechanics like I do, anyway. And if I'm caught, I'm the only one who gets hurt. The rest of you can just escape.
if you think for a moment you're going alone, you're out of your mind. I'm going to. Damn it.
And that's why I think, and then he points, Malik should also go. This will give you a chance to do what you need to do with Flexor. It might be your only chance.
Yeah.
Malik would nod at that. And Malik, I don't know if he would say this, but I'm going to say he says this for narrative purpose. I don't know if meeting him would go well based upon the last interaction. I think we would be considered more rivals than anything else. If now. And I would be lying if I didn't want to test my strength against it. He has a weird look on his face. I think Malik does. Then again, 3 motivations are circle around this character, so there's an obsessive kind of focus.
Okay, but that's not giving me confidence that you. I'm still unconfident in this plan, gentlemen. Regardless of if we all go or not, we can't all. We gotta.
If we, with what Pinky did, if we leave now without doing anything, they're going to increase security, and they can fix the engine in a day.
No, I get that. We're blowing the boat up. Okay, I get that. I don't want to go. I don't know if we should be splitting up at a time like this with this freaky ass creature is clanging around out there. I don't know what that is, okay? And I don't think we're in a position to really find out. Bar my gooey rat or not. Yes, we could go, turn the apparatus off and be all sneaky, but I don't know if we should split up and let you guys walk down to the fucking engine room where this thing might be lurking around. Well, who knows what he's doing?
I feel like I'll know if he gets close.
You already got your ass beat once, and you already started whooping us in response.
Okay. To be fair, most of what I'm feeling is self-inflicted. But you're not. If
I mean, it's such a big group also. There's, what, 7 of us? Including Pinky and that guy.
Soapy.
What are we going to do? Just walk in a straight file line down a boat?
No.
Oh, is that
So-
the conga line?
Fuck it. Fuck it. We do it your way. I'm doing whatever. What are we doing? Where are we going? Make the plan.
Well,
Make the call,
you-
gentlemen.
you, me, Zombie, and Pinky will go down to disable the apparatus, and so then that leaves the rest of y'all to go disable the engine fully.
And then what? We just find our way independently off the boat and hope to God.
That's all
Basically.
that we can do.
Fuck it.
How else
Sounds
are we
like
going
a
to get off the
plan.
boat?
I mean,
The
have
only
we
other way
ever
would just
done
be to
any different
walk
way since we started this?
if push comes to shove, I'll make sure that you two can escape.
And I'm running low on these, but Luther, here, you can have one of my vials, and
Yeah,
same to you, Malik.
I've got more juice here too.
So I'm going to give Malik one of my Panacea and Luther one of them as well.
Yeah, mine are once per day actually though.
So I would then only have one left for, I guess, for you and I.
Yeah, so I'll give one to. I guess I can give Malik and Siegfried a Witch's Brew.
I'll do.
Because I already gave
Everybody gets a
Luther one
healing
today.
potion.
Oh yeah, everybody gets a healing potion from the healers as the healers walk away. And then I guess we fucking go do that.
I think Luther would just take because as long as there's no negative side effects for obviously because within the last hour he's already had one panacea administered to him. So but he could administer a second one without any consequences, right?
I don't think so.
I believe the panaceas don't have a limit on how many you can use.
Yeah,
a day.
Witch's Brew do.
Witch's Brew you can only use one a day, not per scene. So
Panacea, I'm pretty sure you can use as many as you want. The main thing is that
Oh,
just.
you can drink more than one witch's brew. Do you want to?
Oh.
yeah, that's I guess the real question. Probably
Is it a good
not.
idea to do so? Sometimes, yes. Sometimes you need the healing, and the detrimental effects are worth it.
Mhm.
I remember a specific scene from the podcast that was in that situation where literally it was like a debate of well, either he dies or he goes crazy.
Yeah.
Mud and blood and bleach.
But nevertheless,
Yeah. Then
okay. So the party is. I'll write down for Malik.
I at least want to drink the
Malik.
panacea right now. What are the?
So that is a rank 3 panacea, I think. Hold on, I've lost my thing. Yeah, rank 3 panacea. So that gives you, my good sir, 1d3 plus 1 wounds healed. And then also 2d3 strain of each type. So go ahead and roll those.
4, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Pretty good.
And then 2d4.
2d3 strain of each type.
I was about to say
Sorry.
2d4.
I'm moving around also. I'm not sure you can tell.
It was just
That's
weird
all good.
because the d4 is never used. What the hell? But 3 additional strain. That's absolutely
Of each
helpful.
type.
Yep.
That's really good.
And I'm now only over 2 of my stress.
Only.
Yes.
only over 2,
Only
which is
over 2.
good. Yeah, that's good.
Wait, and is it of each wound type or just one of choosing?
No, of your chosen wound.
Yeah. Okay.
Of the chosen type. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. So yeah,
Okay.
it'll make up checks easier.
Okay.
at least.
Wait. Heal and reduce. Do you can also reduce the severity of your wound by 1.
Oh.
If I'm reading this correctly. Your injury by 1.
Okay.
Not the wound, but the injury.
Is this a permanent reduction or
Uh,
is it scene based? Because if it's permanent, then because of the
I
previous
think it's scene based.
entities may only benefit from Panacea's healing once per day, regardless of rank, and the condition reduction only once per adventure for this rank.
Okay.
There is that.
Okay, so
That's
that's
the last sentence. Okay.
if it's healing once per day, then it wouldn't work.
Oh.
Yeah. So it does say in the very last sentence you only can use healing once per day.
Then I'll give it to Siegfried. Never mind.
Yeah, because you would understand how it works. So
Yeah, you would understand. That's fine. We're getting there.
Damn, you are so hurt. Is what that really means.
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
it's only if I take any damage to.
It's
that
only
out.
if he takes stress damage. Isn't a worry really right now.
Yeah,
And,
because the stress was the thing that pushed you over the edge, right?
Yes.
That was what. Yeah,
Like-
because you're still
like
kind of
he-
physically healthy.
Physically and mentally, he could still physically,
And,
especially, he could still take.
I can literally just actually I can use
you can
my
replace your.
no I can use my skills spirit to flesh to heal myself.
Oh, there you go.
I would be spending humanity, but I could do that. And then my form gives me an additional 8 temp health. So physical
yeah,
health I'm
you're
not
fine.
worried about.
Oh
It's
yeah,
only
you
my
should be
stress.
fine.
Okay, well, we're learning things. It's okay. All right. So Siegfried Make sure you note down that you have a panacea
And a witch's brew.
and a witch's brew
2 healing potions.
for future consumption.
I'm gonna have to spend that
Um,
memento mori next session.
Ooh, yeah.
Probably. Okay. So how? Okay. How's this party? How's the party splitting right now?
I think it's me and all of my accoutrement and Oliver. And then everybody else is going to
current
the
plus with Oliver to where?
apparatus. We're gonna go disarm the apparatus.
Which
Okay.
is
Which is
where
in
again?
it's in the storehold. So we're
it's in
going
the-
down
Yeah.
to where the actual monster demon guy is.
We're going where the gator is. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're doing the fucking Batman Arkham sewer mission where you're
fuck.
trying not to get fucking chomped by the killer Grok.
I like the imagery.
And they're going down to do mechanical
Okay.
Dead by Daylight.
So
And
Luke-
possibly
yeah,
run
Luke-
into the rival of Malik.
All right.
Yeah.
Luther, Siegfried, and Malik. Okay. I'm going to.
So technically it's a party of 4 and a party of 3.
A party of 4 and a party of 4. That's basically
Oh,
what it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
but that reduction to injury would if that's a because that wasn't clarified if that was scene based or
Oh, yeah. So I think
Okay, so he could, if you haven't used it for that ability, it says once per adventure for this rank.
so
you could-
yeah, maybe.
You could do that. So if we have, I don't think we've discussed that. I don't think we have.
No, because I don't think I understood it properly until
So injuries are if you go past your wound track.
Yeah.
They're long-term effects. Diseases and poisons and whatnot seem to, as best as I understand, work in the same way. For this, so it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't say it basically implies it's permanent. Is the idea?
yeah, the way it's reading is once per adventure for this rank.
By
for,
choose
for that rank. What's
for
Yes,
the
so
rank
in-
for the rank of the panacea is what that implies. It's like you only
Yes.
can use the rank 2. He only can use the rank 2 panacea once per this adventure to heal Luther's injury.
Condition reduction effect.
Yeah, reduce debilitating injury penalties or
Entities may only benefit from Panacea's healing once per day, regardless of rank, is what it says for rank 2. That might be wrong, though.
was interesting.
And the condition
Scrolling.
and the seas may
Injury.
only benefit-
Are you using the overload of it? Because I think the overload doesn't affect the
No.
the amount.
I am not using the overload.
And these may only benefit from healing with the consequence of condition reduction effect. Okay, it can reduce. So it can reduce one severity of all status effects that they're suffering by 1 for rank 1. Rank 2 reduced by 2 severity of all
Oh.
status effects from which the user is
So,
suffering.
yeah, you can get one or the other once
Reduce-
per day.
Reduced by the severity of any 2 conditions imposed on them by injury deemed appropriate by the director. That part does not. Okay, the reduction of in conditions imposed by injury is not stated to be a per adventure thing.
It does say. So it says entities may only benefit from Panacea's healing once per day regardless of rank, and the condition reduction only once per adventure for this rank. So maybe for that it is by rank. But by the healing I don't think it is.
Healing is regardless of rank. The condition of
Yeah, healing is regardless of
Okay,
what. The
so, like,
condition
you
is
could
by
do-
rank.
So like, yeah. So a rank 1, you could reduce the severity and then give them a rank 2.
Yes.
Okay.
And then give them a rank 2 and give them the yeah.
And then
But
the
you
rank-
would only get the healing. You'd only get the healing from the first rank that you took, though.
Yeah. So the
Yes.
healing. Okay, so no matter what, I'm only reducing my injury condition by 1, no matter what, because I'm only taking
Yeah.
the rank 3 version.
So, and
Well-
this works. I would, yeah. There, I've learned a lot in these few minutes reading in the book. Of things that we
Yeah.
haven't that he's changed since the last time we played. But yeah, injury conditions are cool. If you got like extremely wounded, you would get what's called a debilitating injury, which can't be healed by this if you look at the rule there. So yeah, I think you were at a -2.
I was at a -2, yes.
Okay, so you can now drop it down to a -1 by drinking this
Done
Panacea
and
for
done.
that effect.
Nice.
Okay.
That's cool. And
cool.
unlike the Witch's Brew, it doesn't have the debilitating effects, and Witch's Brew is more direct. Like the nuance between these two is
So
interesting.
yeah, so the
Oh,
Witch's Brew is like you can either get the healing immediately and take the debilitating effect, or you can do the ritual and not get the effect, right? That's kind of the whole thing with the Witch's Brew. It's kind of like doing a ritual.
Kind of, yeah.
But this one is more like you can make as many of them as you want. You can they do different things. You can take these things more than once.
Yeah.
But the Witch's Brew you only get once. But then
Yeah.
both of the overloads kind of work the
Yeah.
same too, where it's like you can overload them and the overload doesn't count towards the amount that they can
Yeah.
have a day.
Exactly.
So that's kind of cool. These are
So they
sweet.
differentiate the healing.
Yeah.
A little
But the
bit,
healing
yeah.
on the healing on the overloads and all the effects on the overload are better than the healing. But if they've already benefited from it, you could give them the overload and benefit from it again.
Yeah.
And so I forget, is there a third healing pot in the game, or are those the only two?
I think
the
these are the only two.
those are the only two healing potions. There's two other abilities that I know of that heal
Yeah,
off the top
true-
of my head.
True
Faith
Faith
probably
has
has some.
stress.
Yeah,
Yeah,
True-
True Faith has stress healing
And physical.
and physical healing.
And then the psychic
Has
the
mental.
telepathic. The
Yeah.
psychic can do like real like their abilities interesting. Like it's deep. They can do stress and clarity damage at the same time.
Yeah, so they do stress clarity, but the
But
True Faith does
they
health.
it's like
stress.
it's a ritual they have to do in order to do it, unless they use their overload.
This reminds me more of like Darkest Dungeon healing.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it.
It could be
Okay.
it could be really good or like very terrible for you.
Yeah. Like it's kind of a roll. And if it's
Okay.
regular good, then there's like more of a drawback in the sense that you can't do it very often.
Yeah. If it's just reliable, you can't do it as often as you'd like.
Yeah. Well, they make, I don't know, healing does require strain in every sense of, humanity and strain in every sense of the word. So,
Nothing is
um,
free.
nothing is free. But it's also like, I don't know, the way their sympathetic field works, if they do their psychic healing, they can do, they can do some interesting things with it to like prevent and create like armor for stress and clarity damage and stuff. It's interesting.